Hello, this is Milton Baker inviting you to listen to exciting Tar Heel Sports right here on WCSL, WLON, WOHS, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Listen to Atlanta Braves baseball on WCSL 1590 AM, 92.3 FM in Cherryville and online at KTCBroadcasting.com. Watch and listen to the Shock Jock Sports podcast on Facebook Live and YouTube.
Watch the Shock Jock Sports podcast by KTC Broadcasting live on Facebook and listen on Apple, iTunes, and Spotify.
Hello, this is Milton Baker inviting you to listen to exciting Tar Heel Sports right here on WCSL, WLON, WOHS, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Listen to Atlanta Braves baseball on WCSL 1590 AM, 92.3 FM in Cherryville and online at KTCBroadcasting.com. Watch and listen to the Shock Jock Sports podcast on Facebook Live and YouTube.
Watch the Shock Jock Sports podcast by KTC Broadcasting live on Facebook and listen on Apple, iTunes, and Spotify.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Kings Mountain High School, home of the Kings Mountain Mountaineers, and currently home of the Cleveland County Community College. Cleveland Community, it's hard not to say county there, Gene. Cleveland Community College
Here in
Yetis
Cleveland
baseball,
County, right.
inter-squad World Series here in Cleveland County. We're lining the field off, getting ready to finish it up, and we're going to be playing baseball here in just a few moments on KTC Broadcasting. Folks, I want to give you a couple quick reminders of all the broadcasting and sports we got coming up here shortly this weekend. Got all kinds of fun this weekend. We've got Truck Series tonight on 1590 AM in Cherryville and 92.3 FM. Now, folks, any of these sports and stuff I say that you can listen to on the radio, if you're not in the local areas, you can pull up the player on ktcbroadcasting.com. If you'll get there, there's a big green button at the top that says Listen Here, and if you'll click that, you can listen to all of our stations and all the sports. We'll have truck racing tonight, Xfinity racing tomorrow, along with North Carolina Tar Heels football, and then, Gene, we've got Notre Dame and Clemson.
God's team, baby.
Tomorrow night. Which one of those is God's team?
Notre Dame.
Okay. I was
That's
just wondering.
right.
No, not according to Dabo.
Oh,
Dabo.
That's my dream school right there, Notre Dame.
So we've got that on WOHS in Shelby tomorrow, 101.5 FM. You out in your cars, tune in and hear the Clemson Tigers. Of course, we are a Clemson Tiger affiliate here in Shelby, North Carolina. We're just about, folks that aren't from here, probably about, 2 hours to Clemson? Is it that
about
far?
About two. We got a kid that's pretty close to Clemson out in West Oak and Westminster. But I don't want to hear nobody calling KTC after Notre Dame beats them saying, if Trevor Lawrence was playing.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about that all morning tomorrow morning, folks. This is what I really want to talk to you about, is that we do a live podcast on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Saturday mornings is on the radio as well. Saturday mornings, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., we have some fun. We talk. We do football predictions for college and NFL. We'll go over NASCAR this weekend. Jimmy Johnson's final race, Chad Knaus's final race on top of a pit box, Clint Bowyer's final race in NASCAR, and all kinds of things to talk about in the morning. You can watch that. And Coach is going to call in and talk a little bit about the World Series and tell the folks in the area about what all's going on here on the radio tomorrow. So look forward to that. We also eat some breakfast brought to us by Mitchum's Kitchen up in Vail. I always want to give them a shout-out for helping us out in the mornings.
You want to do a starting lineups while we're waiting?
If you're ready, Gene.
Yeah.
Now, folks, what we've got here is let me click over and look at my names. You said we've got, as we wait on the camera to get set up, Greisman Black and Dawson Blue, and it's tied 1-1, folks.
It's tied 1-1. So here in Game 3, so we'll give you the away team tonight is Team Greisman in the black. So we have leading off from Crest High School, Michael Green in center field. His high school teammate hitting 2, Riley Cash at shortstop. Jadiel Baroa playing right field, hitting 3 tonight. Greg Johnson from Buford, Georgia is playing first base and hitting the cleanup. Caleb Adair is playing DH from Georgia tonight in the 5th spot. Zachary Wilson from Burns High School is doing the catching. Hitting 7th is Marquise Tavares playing the hot corner at third base. Number 8 from East Lincoln is Noah Sigmund playing second base. And to round out the starting lineup is Zakiah Gibbs in left field from Georgia, from Conyers, Georgia. And on the bump for Team Greisman is Chase High School's own Bailey McGinnis. For your Team Dawson in the blue tonight and the white pants, leading off Derek Ortiz at second base from Florida. Number 2, Giuliani Pereira, right fielder from Miami, Florida. Number 3, Kyrus Dawson, the center fielder from Washington, D.C. Number 4, hitting in the cleanup spot from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Steel City, Mike Huber playing first base. Hitting number 5, been real hot all Yeti World Series, Tyler James from Westminster, South Carolina, hitting the DH spot tonight. Number 6, Logan Rose from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, playing the hot corner at third base. Hit 7th from Mooresville, North Carolina, Davis Turner doing the catching. Number 8, Aiden Roberson from Mill Creek High School in Georgia playing shortstop. And rounding out the lineup, Mason Dugas playing left field from Florida. Doing the pitching tonight from the good old state of North Carolina is Graham Brown for Team Dawson. So there's your starting lineups tonight. This is Game 3, so we're going to play 5 games regardless. We should be starting here pretty shortly. Right now we're finishing up. We're getting ready to have a quick home plate conference, and Team Dawson will be taking the field tonight. So he's going to send Graham Brown to the bump. So Coach Dawson looking to get back after that 13-1 loss they took Game 2. The bats were hot for Coach Greisman as he saw Michael Green go out of here. The only run support that Coach Dawson had that night was Logan Rose with the home run. So tonight we got Graham Brown. So Graham Brown's from Harrisburg, North Carolina, way of Hickory Ridge High School. Doing the catching for him is going to be Davis Turner's going to be his battery mate. So they're starting to take the field right now as they run out to their positions. So for you guys that are at home, you have playing first base is Mike Huber. Playing second base is Derek Ortiz. At shortstop tonight is Aiden Roberson. Playing third base is Logan Rose. Playing left field is Mason Dugas. Playing center field is Kyrus Dawson. And in right field is Giuliani Pereira, better known as Tico. All right, so the camera, we got home plate camera working. We got 3 cameras up tonight, Kevin.
I could turn my cell phone.
There
We
we
should. Working on up that. Hey, I got you. You're on. Yep. All right, give me a second, Gene.
All right.
As you give a few more previews about what's going on as I talk to my camera guys.
All right, so we're just lighting up the camera guys right now as Graham Brown gets his warm-ups in right now. So with this weekend, this will conclude Yeti baseball as a team right now. So we've been going. This will be 60 days that the NJCAA gets us to practice during this COVID-stricken fall that we're going through right now. Once the fall's over with, we can continue in small groups, but there will be no more team practices. So this will be the last one, and it'll conclude with Sunday's game. So if you're not one of the couple family and friends that showed up tonight, tomorrow we're playing at 1 o'clock here at Kings Mountain High School, and we're playing on Sunday at 2 o'clock for all you churchgoers out there. We want to make sure you're able to get to the ballpark. So it looks like we're getting ready to have we're getting ready to throw down and start this ball game. So we have got an umpire crew tonight. Some of you guys that were listening to the broadcast before, we had 2 managers that did a good job on Wednesday night. All right, throw down for Davis Turner, and we're getting ready to get underway with the leadoff batter, Michael Green from Crest High School for Team Greisman. So Michael Green been real hot here for Team Greisman, showing off the big bat going out of the ballpark and almost robbing one the other night. Logan Rose's home run, but just got off his glove. But Michael Green looks to continue his hot streak here in the Yeti World Series. First pitch by Graham Brown. It's a ball outside to Michael Green. First pitch, 6:46. So we're sorry about the little delay, the 16-minute delay, but we want to make sure that anybody from out of state got to catch the first pitch. So the first pitch was a ball. Second pitch is a strike swinging by Michael Green. So we got a 1-1 count.
Delay was part technicalities for the broadcast crew, part grounds crew fault was what we'll say there, Gene.
And ball up, so 2-1. Yep, that's what we're going to say. We're going to stick to it, right, Kevin?
Yep.
So
welcome everybody to the broadcast again, KTC Broadcasting. Happy to be out here at Kings Mountain High School broadcasting this Cleveland Community College first year here in the county. We're excited.
Ball high to Michael Green, brings it up to 3-1.
Got us an umpire tonight.
Oh yeah.
And that camera down there behind the plate is not full HDMI, folks. If you're wondering if it does get blurry, it is. It's down there on the field, and it is a little misty tonight, like dewy. Like you just touch things that are wet. And there's a ball high for Green, and he advances to first base to start the game on a walk.
Leadoff walk to start on. Yeah, so on 5 pitches, Michael Green reaches first base. Let's see what Michael Green's going to do on the base path tonight. And that's going to bring up Riley Cash, the high school teammate of Michael Green from Crest High School, the shortstop tonight for Team Greisman.
Say hello to some of the folks online, Pamela Buggs, Miranda Montana, and Pedro's back.
Pedro from Oklahoma, the bull rider.
Back from the ABC store, it sounded like last night. If they probably don't know what the ABC store is, though, if they're watching online, do they? That's the North Carolina thing.
Yeah, that's a ball out to Riley Cash. All right. We got an umpire night without any gloves on. Oh, help you out a little bit, Kevin.
Yeah. Good throw over. Who is behind the plate? You got the name?
Yeah.
See if I know him.
So he's actually from just moved to the area a little while ago. So name is Tim Gansrow.
Okay.
So
I do not.
So Tim actually coached at Iona and a couple other schools. And Michael Green's moving. See what the call is, and he's safe. So stolen base for Michael Green.
So Green still second.
And you guys, locals already know Michael Green from the gridiron as being a wide receiver and punt returner and kickoff specialist for the Crest High School Chargers. Suffering a broken leg that ended his football career. He's now on the baseball diamond full time. So we're excited to see what Michael Green does being in uniform full time.
Yes.
Pitch coming in from Graham Brown is ball high to Riley Cash.
So Cash is second in the lineup tonight? Is that what you're
Yep,
saying?
he's second in the lineup.
So Cash is, him and Green have both been pretty active hitting the ball these last two games, getting on base, local kids. Here's the next pitch.
Oh, strike called. So if you guys are tuning in out here, so it's a beautiful night here at Kings Mountain. I mean, we definitely have to thank Kings Mountain High School for being able to host us during this fall, and as well as Crest High School. Both high schools, allowing us to come and use their facilities is absolutely huge for us to get off the ground. As Graham Brown sets. And that's a drive to left field. Mason Dugas right underneath at the fence. Tips off his glove. Looks like that's going to bring in Michael Green.
Green will score on the E7.
Oh.
And then an advancement on the
throwing error. It looks like from the shortstop.
Was that just a short to second on that Gene throwing it in?
Yeah. And he just flipped it. Yep. So we're going to give him, so that's going to be, we'll give the E7 and the E6 on the advancement. So quick two errors and a run scored.
So the Cleveland County Products, two batters, one run, and a man on third. Good start for the local guys.
So this is going to bring up Daniel Baroa. So I apologize to his mom and family. I said Pereira about 100 times to start last game.
Oh, did you get them mixed up?
And it's him and his teammate, Pereira Baroa. So his teammate's out in right field for Team Dawson tonight. So Daniel Baroa playing right field for Team Graceman up to plate. He's going to take a call strike.
Good pitch
By Graham Brown.
What do you tell your pitcher in a situation like that? You give up a drop ball and then throw one away.
The biggest thing is body language right now. Graham's doing a good job staying focused and be able to live with the next pitch. I'll see if it's going to be a called strike.
Did.
Yep, that's going to be two strikes on Daniel Baroa.
Yeah, looked like it in the video camera. If folks at home had a great shot of whether he went across on that one. I had it on that cam, and believe he did, Coach. Time called.
Tell you one thing, it is nice having umpires on the dish tonight.
I don't know if I've ever seen umpires in green. I've seen all colors of blue, but I don't know if I've ever seen Christmas green.
It's pretty cool. It's more like an army green when you get on top of them. Ooh, and Mike Huber with the snag, line drive over to first base. That's going to be the first out for Team Graceman. So we get a little line out to the first baseman for the first out. So with that out, that's going to bring up the cleanup hitter for Team Graceman in Greg Johnson, the first baseman tonight. Greg Johnson, like you folks at home have known, he has barreled up some balls here in this Yeti World Series, looking to expand on that great time at the plate for their Team Graceman. Pitched by Graham Brown. Is a swing and a miss. So Greg Johnson is definitely ready to hit tonight for Team Graceman.
Over at third is Riley Cash.
Yep, and Michael Green scored to start the game after walking on a 5-pitch walk by Graham Brown.
Huber lined out.
Nope, it was a line out from Daniel Baroa to
Baroa
Huber.
lined out.
And we
to Huber.
Yep. So and we got a quick 2 strikes on Greg Johnson. So it's 0-2 to Greg Johnson with a runner on third. 1-0 Team Graceman.
Now, he's hit the ball well so far, and with a runner on third and less than an out, I just need to put it in play as much as you do hit hard.
How did we change that score?
Oh,
Right there?
I forgot all about that, sir.
Yeah. So 1-0 the black team, Team Greisman. Let's see, pitch coming in from Graham. And that's going to be a foul ball behind the backstop. Let's see. It looks like it's going to go to no man's land into the bushes.
Ugh.
We are definitely losing some
Oh,
baseball.
no, it got through. It's down there
it
near
got
the
through.
goalpost.
Oh, yeah, nice.
It did look like it. Over here on the football field where it fouls back, there's a big old pile of bushes that spell out the school's initials. And
This is great for a coach to be able to see where all the foul balls go
if it
here.
goes in there, you're never seeing it again.
All right, ground ball right back to Grant Brown. He's going to turn to third.
Oh,
All right,
got a run down.
Throws to Davis Turner and gets it out. So we're going to record that as a 1-5-2 fielder's choice. And Greg
And now they're in
Johnson's at
another.
sec. And he was trying to take advantage of Grant Brown not looking at him, and that's going to be a double play to end the inning. So that is a 1-4 to end the inning on Greg Johnson. Try to get a little bit another bag on the pitcher not paying attention. So Coach Greisman only getting one run there, getting the runner cut down, and Greg getting thrown out to end the half inning. 1-0 Team Greisman here on KTC Broadcasting.
Welcome back to the broadcast, everybody. Yeti Nation here. It's the bottom of the first inning in Game 3, Dawson versus Greisman. And we've got a 1-0 ball game here to start it off. And who you got on the bump here for the black team?
So we actually had this young man in the last broadcast. This is Bailey McGinnis from the farm at Chase High School. And
We talked to Bailey.
Yep. So two local guys as his battery mate. So his battery mate tonight behind the dish doing the catching is Zachary Wilson from Burns High School. So leading off tonight that he's going to face, a lineup he's going to face is Ortiz at second, Pereira in right field, Dawson in center, Huber at first, James DHing, Rose at third, Turner catching, Roberson at short, and Dugas at left field to face Bailey McGinnis for Team Greisman. So Bailey looking to kind of, do a little bit better, from the last outing. I mean, Mike Huber took him absolute yard, so he is trying to get back and definitely get some revenge on this outing right here.
So who we got up to bat to lead the inning off for
Derek
Yetis?
Ortiz leading off. Cape Coral, Florida is where he's from, not Cape Corral. Cape
Did I say it
Coral.
wrong?
I said it wrong. Did you read
Two R's is corral, one R is coral.
So I'm hooked on phonics here. So that's 0-1 with the foul
neither
ball.
neither one of us are English majors. Now I'm a communications major, so I communicated wrongly, Gene.
There we go. So it's 0-1 on the foul ball back to the backstop on Derek Ortiz. Ball to start the inning. 1 out for Team Greisman.
So Johnson over at third.
So Johnson's
Or
at first. So
first.
Tavares is at third
Gotcha.
tonight. So that was 5-3 to start this bottom of the first. So yeah, just want to give a shout out to Coach Sherrill, and his son's getting married tomorrow. So we definitely miss him tonight, tomorrow, and look forward to having him out here Sunday for the finale of the Yeti World Series. And that's going to bring up Giuliani Pereira as he takes ball one in the dirt from Bailey McGinnis. So Giuliani's actually from Miami, Florida. You guys have heard his teammate from high school is Janiel Baroa in right field for Team Greisman. Ball outside, 2-0. So anybody who's listening local out there, so Giuliani's still looking for somebody to take him hunting around Cleveland County. So if anybody wants to offer, it looks like we've had some offers for some people to take him coyote hunting. I know he wants to go deer hunting.
We've got one near our house. If he wants to post up out back and just sit there and wait.
You even told the young man you feed him.
I'll give him a gun too.
Ball in the dirt. So he's going to take 4 balls in a row by Bailey McGinnis. Walks Giuliani, better known as Tico Pereira.
How old is he?
18.
Oh, okay.
So, and that's going to bring up Kyrus Dawson. So Kyrus Dawson, the transfer from North Carolina A&T from Washington, D.C. He played at St. John's College High School. Probably the only player here that has won 4 high school titles.
Oh, that's not bad.
Their team was absolutely stacked in high school. It's a deep fly ball. Oh, it's actually a little short. So, and that's going to bring in Michael Green with the catch. So that's going to bring up our second out. So F8. So fans that are at home, if this is the first time you tune in, being up on the top, sometimes we pick up the ball a little bit late. It's a little different being right behind the backstop.
Well, we're almost even with the lights.
Yeah, it feels like it. So with that out, 2 outs, runner on first, brings up Mike Huber. And before the game, his parents actually surprised him on the field. He hadn't seen the parents since August, so that was a great surprise. His parents drove down from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and his coach as well.
And they got to see him hit a bomb the other night. Well, we didn't get to see it.
Online, yeah.
Got to saw Gene be excited about the ball going out.
I was excited.
I switched over on camera.
we didn't get to catch the swing.
It was a heck of a swing, folks, I promise you.
Oh, that's going to be a check swing called strike. 0-2
Yep.
quick to Mike Huber, the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania native. So Mike coming in, so, he's had a good fall, had a couple home runs against opposing teams, not just against his own teammates. So have a good fall, looking to add on right here. Throw over, checking on Pereira, called safe.
Is Pereira a threat to take one?
Pereira is a threat to take one, but for 2 outs, let's see what he does here.
Right.
He knows Mike Huber wants to swing the bat too. Might want to put him in motion a little bit. Oh, foul ball. Looks like it's off his foot.
Yep.
Hobbling around a little bit. It's the third pitch into a foul ball off the foot to Mike Huber.
So tomorrow, folks, our broadcast and this week going to be a little bit different than tonight. Obviously, it's going to be a 1 o'clock start, right?
It's going to be a beautiful day. 1 o'clock start tomorrow. And then on Sunday, I pushed it back 1 more hour just for the guys and gals who are going to church. You can do a 2 o'clock start if you want to make it out here to Kings Mountain High School. I want to say Cleveland Community College, but Kings Mountain High School.
Not yet.
No. Pitch coming in from Bailey McGinnis. Ooh, check swing, and he held up. So we're going to go 1-2 count on Mike Huber.
That's I'm going to say a really good pitch and a really good eye from Huber all around from both of them, just watching it here from the plate cam, and our folks are at home.
It's good. It's nice to have that. Swing straight back, so we're staying at 1-2 on the foul ball back to the backstop.
I mean, it broke right on the outside corner, and for him to lay off of it just had to have been tough for him.
You know what we got to do before the spring? Find a way to come back to replays. That'd be pretty sick. Be able to replay that pitch.
Oh, you talk about while we're doing it?
We'd have to get somebody else probably on the laptop.
Different softwares and things like that, yeah.
Ooh, ball inside to Mike Huber, and that's going to bring the count to 2-2. I'm sure you could do it.
You'd have to extra thinking behind that, Gene. Not with the software. You could run another computer, and because, folks, if you are watching, it is DVR. The DVR is turned on, so you can, if you do miss a play at home, you can rewind back and go back and watch the broadcast live while we're doing it. So you can go back and have your own DVR controls. So we don't have instant replay, but you do at home. How about that?
And Pereira takes off on the full count, so that's gonna have runners at first and second. And that's gonna bring up the hotbed of Tyler James from Westminster, South Carolina, way of West Oak High School. So the West Oak product is looking for a chance to put Team Dawson on the board tonight. So Tyler James hitting DH, that played first base the two games before, looking to do some damage for Team Dawson. And Tyler, first pitch swinging, coming out to right field, and Daniel Baroa looked like he was trying to call off Noah Sigmund, and Noah comes up with the catch. That's going to be a pop up to the second baseman to end. So 3 outs. Your score after 1: Team Greisman 1, Team Dawson 0. And this is head coach Gene Bowles with Yeti Baseball, and we'll be right back from KTC Broadcasting after the break.
Hello, this is Milton Baker inviting you to listen to exciting Tar Heel Sports right here on WCSL, WLON, WOHS, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Listen to Atlanta Braves baseball on WCSL 1590 AM, 92.3 FM in Cherville and online at KTCBroadcasting.com. Watch and listen to the Shock Jock Sports podcast on Facebook Live and YouTube.
Watch the Shock Jock Sports podcast by KTC Broadcasting live on Facebook and listen on Apple, iTunes, and Spotify.
And welcome back to Kings Mountain High School. Kevin Hastings along with Gene Bowles, head coach of the Yetis of Cleveland Community College. We are playing an intra-squad World Series. We're in Game 3. Series tied 1-1. Team Greisman in the black is up 1-0 here. And I've got to update the inning, Gene. We're in the top of the second inning.
Yep, and Graham Brown pitching to Caleb Adair, first pitch. Foul ball called. So we're going to start 0-1 on the count here from Graham Brown to Caleb Adair.
Now, Adair, I'm guessing it's his mother. I know retweeted something with us in today. I was looking at some of the names.
Yep,
I was trying to remember some of the names.
Adair. Yep, that's his mom.
And there was, as soon as I'll remember 2 or 3 names here in a minute on the retweets in a second when I check. I do remember that name.
He did not go on the check.
Check swing and no good. All right, Coach, got a special guest here in the top of the second.
We do. We have a right-hand pitcher from Lexington, South Carolina, Nate Ruff. Nate, say hi to everybody back home.
Hola, people.
Pitch coming in from Graham. Called strike. So can you tell us, so Nate, so you pitched the other night. So how do you feel about your pitching performance?
Definitely could have been a lot smoother, but I didn't give up any runs, so that's a plus.
That is a plus.
The 4th inning, though, was great.
It also helps with the run support that you got, too. I mean, the bats were definitely hot. Now, one thing I want to mention, too, I mean, you're a transfer from North Greenville. What's it like being one of the older guys on the team here at Yeti Nation?
It's interesting. It's definitely a different atmosphere for sure, just because you got, like, a lot of freshmen, like, learning, like, the way, like, college works and having, like, I guess, like, I don't want to say find themselves, but
swinging a miss, ball in the dirt. It's going to bring Davis Turner up to throw to Huber. K2, that's got him. So for the first out of the inning. So what's it like being a leader? Just off the front, you got to be a leader. I mean, you were a guy at North Greenville. I mean, there's juniors and seniors. What's it like coming into a brand new program, get thrust into being one of those guys that everybody's looking at you, Nate, coming in as a baby freshman, basically?
It's definitely cool. It's like, I don't know, it's weird, because I'm not really like a vocal leader. I'm really more like a lead by action type of guy. So it's like cool hearing like other people saying like, hey, blah, 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 like looked up to you and stuff like that.
And to the plate is Zach Wilson from Burns High School. First pitch swinging. Line shot to the center fielder, Kyrus Dawson. So that's going to bring up 2 outs for Team Dawson. So
And that was who again for the folks
that
at
was
home?
Zach Wilson, the catcher, hitting in the 6 hole. So I just see Coach Sherrill sent me a text real quick. He's got his son, Austin Sherrill, listening. Just want to tell him good luck on his wedding tomorrow and congratulations. But back to Nate. So kind of tell the folks at home, and we have Marquise Tavares, third baseman, for his first at bat tonight. Pitch from Graham Brown. There's a call. Oh, no, ball. So tell us about what it was like coming here. What was your transition? Like, how did you end up in Cleveland Community College?
So my freshman year, I was at North Greenville University in Tigerville, South Carolina. And once the year was over, I pitched, so I did Legion Ball, and I got injured. I had to get Tommy John surgery in August of 2019. And then I went to a tech school by my house. And then this upcoming school year, the original plan was to go back to North Greenville. But some school things got messed up,
Grab
some
ball to
eligibility
the second
things.
baseman, Derek Ortiz. So that's a 4-3. So, Nate, what we're going to do, we're going to go, and I want you to stay on the air with us, and we're going to finish up your recruiting spiel, like how you got here when we get back on KTC Broadcasting.
Hello, this is Milton Baker inviting you to listen to exciting Tar Heel sports right here on WCSL, WLON, WOHS, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Listen to Atlanta Braves baseball on WCSL 1590 AM, 92.3 FM in Cherryville and online at KTCBroadcasting.com. Watch and listen to the Shock Jock Sports podcast on Facebook Live and YouTube.
Watch the Shock Jock Sports podcast by KTC Broadcasting live on Facebook and listen on Apple, iTunes, and Spotify.
All right, welcome back to the broadcast. Well, I came right back to a great shot of the umpire bending over.
It happens. He's wiping the plate off. So
I didn't check my shot before I switched to it. Welcome to the broadcast. It's 1-0, bottom 2. I'm going to change that for the folks at home.
So we have Logan Rose leading off for Team Dawson. So we're back with Nate, and so we have Bailey McGinnis still on the mound for Team Graceman. Pitch coming in from Bailey. Fly ball to left field. Let's see if Mason let's see who's in left field. I'm on the wrong side. So that's going to be Zakiah Gibbs making the catch out there. The F7 on the first pitch swinging by Logan Rose. So, Nate, tell us about how you ended up here. So we know about the Tommy John. We know about you going to Midland Tech. How did you, what was the phone calls like? What was it like for you to even get here?
So, yeah, about a week and a half before the school year even started, I found out I couldn't get back to North Greenville. Just because of some eligibility stuff. But anyway, the head coach there called.
And swinging a miss on first pitch by Davis Turner from Mooresville, North Carolina at the dish.
Called you, Mr. Coach Bulls. And that same day, honestly, the same day, came on a visit here and visited, one other JuCo, a couple days later.
Yeah, I told you to. I want you to, have the opportunity to look at other schools, too. Pitch coming in from Bailey McGinnis.
And
That's a called strike on Davis Turner, 0-2.
the moment I visited the other JuCo, I like instantly knew that like CCC was the place to be. And so, yeah, I had a week to set up everything.
I mean, you've actually, you got to play for a guy who called a perfect game. Pitch coming in from Bailey. Ground ball on the right side to the second baseman. Noah Sigmund coming up with the 4-3. That's going to bring our second out of the inning. So you get to play for Landon Powell, who actually called a perfect game for Dallas Braden for the Oakland Athletics. So what can you tell us? What was it like playing for Coach Powell in North Greenville?
It was pretty dope. It was really fun, actually. And it, like, helps because, like, a lot of the guys there, they already had, like, a lot of college experience under their belt. A lot of them were transfers and everything, so, like, they already knew, like, the ropes and everything. So it was just cool, like, being a part of that atmosphere because everyone there understood, like, hey, baseball's, like, it's our job, but they knew how to have fun with it.
That's awesome. Up to the dish right now is Aiden Roberson. Aiden went to Mill Creek High School in Georgia. So what can you tell us about your experience so far here at Cleveland Community College? What do you like so far with, like, Coach Greisman?
Oh, Coach Greisman's dope. He's really chill, but he knows how to, like, put us to work.
There we go.
It's great.
Ground ball to Noah Sigmund again, 4-3, and that's going to end the inning for Team Greisman on the 4-3. Nate, we appreciate you so much for coming on the air, and thank you so much. We can't wait to see what you're going to do in 2021. Good luck this season.
Thank you. Appreciate having me.
Thank you for stopping by, Bob.
All right, and this is Coach Bowles on KTC Broadcasting.
All right, welcome back to the broadcast. Kevin Hastings here, along with Coach Gene Bowles of the Cleveland Community College Yetis baseball team. We're in the World Series of the intra-squad scrimmage between the team. We're in, I think, the third. Are we in the third inning?
Yeah, we're in the top of the third.
Top of the third.
With Graham Brown pitching to East Lincoln's Noah Sigmund, taking a ball outside. 1-0 to Noah Sigmund.
So I knew it wouldn't take long before I went ahead and messed up
Oh, you're good.
Messed up my book. I don't know what's going on at all.
It's 1-0 after two complete for Team Greisman, leading 1-0 right now. Pitch coming in to Noah Sigmund. Ball in the dirt, 2-0. So we actually have another guest. Starter from the other night from Georgia, Cole Curtis. Cole, introduce yourself to everybody.
What's up, everybody?
Well, that was a good introduction, Cole. So tell everybody where you're from.
I'm from Douglasville, Georgia.
Swinging a miss from Noah Sigmund is going to bring the count to 2-1. So kind of tell us about, and I kind of do this with everybody, similar questions. What was it like for you to get recruited by Cleveland Community College?
Well, to be completely honest with you, I got injured my junior year. So I had
Ball
people
outside,
looking at me
3-1
very intensely. And once I got injured, all that went away. And so after that, I went into my senior year, started to throw again in the fall. And once I started my senior season, I got a call from Coach Hyde at the time. And he was talking to me about coming here, and I just had a feeling about it whenever I got off the phone.
Ground ball on the right side by Noah Singman. That's corralled by Derek Ortiz for the 4-3 put out, one away for Team Dawson. So Coach Height did a lot of the legwork with getting you on the phone, and Coach Height, for folks that have listened to each broadcast, is actually a coach at the Combine Academy in Lincolnton, North Carolina, about half-hour away, and it's a post-grad school. Now hitting for Team Greisman is Zakiah Gibbs from Georgia, left fielder. So speaking of Zakiah, I actually came down to watch you guys in Conyers. What was that, March?
Yeah, it was sometime.
Literally like 2 weeks before I think the season was over.
Yeah.
And you were on that night. 1-0 for Zakiah, 1-0 to Zakiah Gibbs. Pitch coming in from Graham Brown. So what was that like for you to, not just pitch in front of your future college coach, but pitch against a soon-to-be teammate in the fall?
Well, to be honest, it was kind of, on the bus ride there, it was kind of intimidating because they were former state champs from a year before. And so when I got worried about pitching in it was kind of nerve-wracking.
Called strike on Zakiah, 2-1.
But once I settled in, I definitely got in my groove. And honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I did not even know what Zeke looked like.
Yeah, and that's the one thing, too. I mean, pitch coming in from Graham Brown to Zakiah Gibbs. Swing. So I actually must have missed a pitch there. So that's strike 3 to Zakiah. I believe I missed a called strike. So that's 2 strikes. It's going to bring up the top of the order in Michael Green. So, folks at home, we're actually on top of the football press boxes, and I don't have the computer in front of me, so sometimes we'll miss a pitch from time to time. So, since you've been here, what's your favorite thing to do around Cleveland Community College?
I mean, to be honest, I honestly just go hang out with all the Burns kids more often.
So you hang out with the local kids?
Yeah, and get to know the place a little bit more. I go out to eat with Zach a lot.
So for
during the week,
the folks at home, so that's Zach Wilson, goes by Dub from Burns High School.
So where'd you say he's from again?
I'm from Douglasville, Georgia.
That's funny. I've got had a relative that lived there my first 15 years growing up.
Oh, nice.
Ground ball, picks up the short hop, 4-3. So Ortiz comes through with the short hop. So Cole, we appreciate you being on here. If you want to stay on here for the next half inning.
Yeah, that was pretty quick.
Yeah, that was real quick. So let's keep you on for one more half inning. And this is Coach Bowles, head coach of the Yetis, and we'll be back on KTC Broadcasting.
Hello, this is Milton Baker inviting you to listen to exciting Tar Heel sports right here on WCSL, WLON, WOHS, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Listen to Atlanta Braves baseball on WCSL 1590 AM, 92.3 FM in Cherryville and online at KTCBroadcasting.com. Watch and listen to the Shock Jock Sports Podcast on Facebook Live and YouTube.
Watch the Shock Jock Sports Podcast by KTC Broadcasting live on Facebook and listen on Apple, iTunes, and Spotify.
Hello, this is Milton Baker inviting you to listen to exciting Tar Heel sports right here on WCSL, WLON, WOHS, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Listen to Atlanta Braves baseball on WCSL 1590 AM, 92.3 FM in Cherryville and online at KTCBroadcasting.com. Watch and listen to the Shock Jock Sports Podcast on Facebook Live and YouTube.
Watch the Shock Jock Sports Podcast by KTC Broadcasting live on Facebook and listen on Apple, iTunes, and Spotify.
And welcome back to the broadcast. It's the bottom of the third inning now, Coach.
Yeah, and a bunt by Mason Dugas to lead off. Right back to Bailey McGinnis. So the 1-3 on the bunt to start the inning. So quick one out for Team Dawson, trying to get a runner on to start. That's going to bring up the top of the order with Derek Ortiz, the second baseman. So back to Cole Curtis, still with us. So Cole, tell us about what it's like to work with our pitching coach. I know, like you said earlier, you were recruited by Coach Gavin Height, and now with Coach Brian Greisman that's here, coming from Oklahoma. Pitch coming in from Bailey McGinnis, ball in the dirt, 1-0. What's it like being from Georgia and then working with a guy who's had experience at the D1 level, at different levels, and a little bit of pro experience, and coming from Oklahoma out here to North Carolina? What's that experience been like?
Well, I mean, honestly, my whole life it's been about, just throwing strikes and getting the ball there and playing and letting your defense work. But recently he's been Coach Greisman.
Ground ball up the middle. Riley Cash smothers it up, keeps it in the infield. But infield hit for Derek Ortiz.
But Coach Greisman, he teaches just throw the ball hard and let whatever happens. And so after getting that through, and honestly, I've gotten the brunt force of it before when I just don't do bad, when I don't do good, and it just ends up being I'm mad or something, and he gets onto me and stuff. And so he kind of pushes me to just stop, worrying about stuff and just throw hard and let things happen the way that they happen.
After that infield hit, that is going to bring up Giuliani Pereira with the foul ball, 0-1 to start the event.
Pereira walked and reached second base back in the first inning.
Correct. So what's it like just being with all these pitchers from all over the country? So tell me kind of what your experience has been like with them so far.
Honestly, it's kind of different. It was kind of awkward, I'm not going to lie, coming in a little bit.
Swinging and miss from Tico, 0-2.
Not knowing anybody at all. And I only really knew Aiden, who's our shortstop for our team. But he says our team. He means Team Dawson for the series. Yeah, and he was like really the only one I truly knew. And so it was just kind of different coming in and meeting everybody new.
Foul ball from Tico is going to keep the count at 0-2 with a runner on first base. We have Derek Ortiz at first, and we have Kyrus Dawson on deck. So, this is a freshman-heavy team. Kind of what's been the sense as a team so far? How do you feel the team, like chemistry and all that's been since you got here?
Honestly, I think it's meshed.
Swing and a miss by Tico. That's going to bring up 2 strikes after the strikeout by Bailey McGinnis.
I honestly think that it's just meshed together really well. But honestly, better than what some of us thought, because a lot of us hang out outside of practice and school and stuff.
Yep.
And so, I mean, even if it's going out to hunting or just hitting at home, hanging out or whatever, I mean, we all have meshed together pretty well and made some jokes and stuff. So,
called strike in on Kyrus Dawson from Bailey McGinnis. Yeah, and that's one thing that's huge, too, being this team's 50% North Carolina and 50% out-of-state guys, being able to mesh and be able to do stuff. You guys have a lot of like interest, even though you're from out-of-state. So I'm sure that's been fun seeing guys with like interest for you. Ground ball to Noah Sigmund. Can't get the flip to the shortstop, Riley Cash. So Kyrus Dawson's going to reach on the E4. And that's going to put runners at first and second, bringing up a big threat, Mike Huber. I'm sure Bailey McGinnis does not want to see Mike Huber in this situation, being up 1-0 in the third inning. What are your thoughts about facing Mike so far this fall?
Honestly, he's a very competitive hitter. Honestly, he's kind of hard to pitch around sometimes. I mean, he struggles with off speed, but and honestly, sometimes my off speed is not very on, so I kind of have to throw him a fastball, so it makes it much harder.
Right. Here it is, big boy. Go swing at it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck. So we got 0-1 on the called strike to Mike Huber. Pitch coming in from Bailey McGinnis. Another called strike. A fastball, 0-2.
I played with the guy, Gene, and big old tall kid, about 6'6", and when he'd struggle with his location, you could always hear his mom sitting up in the stands. I mean, so I swear, I can hear her right now in my ears.
And ball in the dirt.
Runners move, throw to second.
And we have a double steal.
Yep. But I'll never. I can just hear her voice in my head now, Coach, going, "Bend you back, Ryan." She's a little elderly. But you could just hear that every game when he was pitching. And then, of course, the guys on the team picked it up, and you'd start hearing it from the outfielders.
Of course.
The jackwagons in the outfield.
The jackwagons. Ball in the dirt to Mike Huber's going to bring the count even at 2-2.
So are you a hunter? You said something about hunting.
I mean, I've been a couple times, but I don't go as much as some of these kids around here, honestly.
Some of these kids will lead this ball game jumping up a tree stand, trust me.
Yeah, and they'll be out there for forever.
Ground ball to the third baseman. Marquise Tavares, and an infield hit for Mike Huber. RBI base hit. That's going to look like a line drive in the books, folks, but that doesn't get out of the infield, but that is going to bring in Derek Ortiz running on the pitch with 2 outs and bring Kyrus Dawson to third base. Runners at first and third. Tie ball game here in Game 3 of the Yeti World Series.
Is this Tyler James?
This is Tyler James from Westminster, South Carolina, the designated hitter tonight for Team Dawson. So, Cole, what can you tell us about Bailey so far, being able to see Bailey's transformation from, being a two-way guy, playing shortstop and pitcher, to just being a PO?
Well, honestly, I saw the second half part of that, him just becoming a PO. I didn't really get to see him in the infield. So it was kind of.
Oh, and a line shot to Marquise Tavares from Tyler James, barreling a ball up, and that's going to end the half inning. Cole, I'm sorry we cut you off right there, but Tyler's looking to swing the bat quick. So, Cole Curtis, good to have you on, and, man, we're looking forward to a big season for you in 2021. Thank you for being on.
Got any shout-outs to anybody before you want to get off here?
Nate Roof, honestly.
You better shout out your dad. I'm sure he's listening.
Yeah, he's probably listening too, honestly.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Yeah, they're on the way up here right now.
Make sure you get them in.
Your brother's coming up here, too. So, All right, guys, this is Coach Gene Bowles, head baseball coach for your Yetis. This is KTC Broadcast. We're going to take a quick break.
Hello, this is Milton Baker inviting you to listen to exciting Tar Heel sports right here on WCSL, WLON, WOHS, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Listen to Atlanta Braves baseball on WCSL 1590 AM, 92.3 FM in Cherryville and online at KTCBroadcasting.com.
And welcome back to the broadcast. Kevin Hastings along with Mean Gene.
Oh,
right.
That'll work for me. That's going to
Bowles, head coach here at head coach here for the Cleveland Community College Yetis. There's a pop-up right side. Maybe in play.
It's going to be out of play. Mike Huber taking chase on that. So we have Riley Cash at the dish from Crest High School to facing Graham Brown.
Now, Cash reached on an error, a fly ball to left field, and then he got to second and then moved to third on a throwing error back in the first. And so he actually knocked in Green on an error.
Correct. We got 0-1 count in the Riley Cash from Graham Brown.
Here's the wind of the pitch from Brown.
Ball out.
I got Broa, Johnson, and Adair coming up if I'm doing my book correctly. Well, thank everybody for listening. We got all kinds of sport or watching. We got all kinds of sports on KTC this weekend. How about Sunday? We've got Panthers and Chiefs. Spread's 14.5. Gene, what you got?
You said Panthers Chiefs?
Yeah, and the Panthers are not the ones favored by 14.5.
I'm going to take the points. Let's see. I can say that. I'm not in the NCAA right now.
Pitch low there. And then we've got, of course, the championship race from Phoenix on WCSL 1590 AM, 92.3 FM. Keselowski, Logano.
And we got Mason Dewey's going to camp underneath that. So fly ball out to left field, out to Mason Dugas for the first out. That's going to bring up Daniel Baroa from Miami, Florida.
Riley's hit to the left fielder there. Breaking up a little bit, he might get one out of here.
Yeah, he's trying. He's trying to get up with the big boys for the home run total. I think we got Logan Rose, Mike Huber, and Michael Green going out of the park in this Yeti World Series so far in games 1 and 2.
Up to bat.
Daniel Baroa, the right fielder for Team Greisman.
Everybody watching.
Who you got watching tonight? Is Pedro still watching? All right, Pedro. Pitch coming in from Graham Brown. That's going to be a called strike by our home plate umpire. Counts 1-1 to Daniel Baroa.
We're in the top of the fourth inning.
The score is now 1-1. We're all tied up here in the top of the fourth. All out. So the way we got here was first inning, Michael Green leading off with a walk and Riley Cash bringing him in. And the run score for Team Dawson came from Ortiz scoring on Huber's RBI infield hit. And a drive from Daniel Baroa. And Mason Dugas takes charge. And he doesn't have any more real estate, and that ball is gone. Daniel Baroa going yah-yah here in Game 3 of the Yeti World Series. Getting on the board, the South Florida product, finally getting on the board with the home run.
Ball just kept carrying time of left fielder went out of room. That's another one of those wall scrapers, OG. Almost if you got there just in time, maybe could have had a chance. Did you talk to the kids or anybody about the one?
So
almost got it.
So here's what happened. We were like, what happened on that play for Michael Green? His ear got stuck in the fence on the way up.
I told you it looked funny when
something
he hit the
happened.
fence.
We were like, did his shirt get stuck? It was his ear. So,
His ear.
and you know, speaking to his high school coach, you know, the young man's got to use a bigger glove too. It tipped off his glove. He's still using his infield glove to play center field right now. I mean, pitch in on Greg Johnson, the Buford, Georgia product, up to the plate.
As much as I love my brother shortstop, it just wasn't what you need.
I mean, he had a beat on that game too. And folks who were watching the game, I mean, he was right. I thought he had Logan Rose. He was going to have the shutout for Team Greisman. Pitch up on Greg Johnson, 2-0. So Greg Johnson been barreling some balls up in this Yeti World Series.
We could go back to back here, folks.
Yeah, I know he wants to put on a little bit of show for his family coming in town from Buford, Georgia. And a big shot from Greg Johnson.
That might be going too.
And that's out of here. Greg Johnson, like I said, on cue, puts a show on for his parents in town. Number 27. Greg Johnson from Buford, Georgia, going absolute yah-yah to make it 3-1, Team Greisman.
Back-to-back for Team Greisman, 3-1. Back-to-back bombs. And you know, neither one of them were no doubters when they did. They were just they were hard hit balls. Maybe got 30 feet up in the air, not that much, but they were smoked as far as hitting it hard. But Gina, what was like high fly ball bombs? So what do you say to your pitcher on something like that, to where they hit it hard, but that was they just didn't like tee off on it.
No, and that's one thing too.
This is a small field. This isn't a big field.
It's not a big ballpark, and I mean, Graham Brown just has to come back. I mean, he's got Caleb Adair coming up with one out. I mean, you just have to bear down and you can just go after the next guy.
Well, Gene, looking at my book, until then, he had a no-no going. That just blew that wide open. And the shutout.
And the shutout.
And the perfect
the home
he didn't have a
run.
perfect
Well, the home run.
He didn't have a shutout either.
No, he didn't have a shutout, but he had a no-hitter going.
Right.
Until Jana Barrow went out of here.
I mean, those balls dropped 5 feet lower. You've got 2 doubles and not 2 home runs and only 1 up. But still, you give up 2 hits though. 2 hits through 4 hits and it's hitting bang. You just don't want the ones to be for runs. And 3 from black team, 1 from blue. And in the top of the 4th inning, and that brings up Adair.
So the DH tonight, Caleb Adair, so struck out first at bat. So 0-1 on the night, looking to get back after his first at bat. Pitch coming in from Graham Brown. Ball high. So looking like he was going to show bunt there. Coach Dawson went out, talked for a little bit. This is we're in the top of the 4th of Game 3. It's 3-1, Team Greisman. Ball outside.
Not a bad idea at all to think about there, especially after, if I'm in a dare spot, I'm on a home run here, and you go bomb, I'm going to put the infielders on their toes.
And I think what he was trying to do too is trying to get Graham to get off his rocker a little bit too.
Exactly. Pitcher think about everything.
And pitched low by Graham Brown. So don't see activity in the bullpen yet for Team Dawson. So Team Dawson sticking with their starter Graham Brown here from Hickory Ridge, North Carolina. And Caleb Adair at the dish with a 3-0 count. Pitch coming in from Graham Brown. Foul ball. That's going to bring the count to 3-1. So, folks, if you're listening, so we're in Game 3 right now. Game 1 was pitcher's duel for 2 innings. We got to the 3rd inning, Game 1, and the bats just jumped alive. Final score 10-9 after Mason Dugas throwing the runner out, coming around third base to end the game. Game 2 was a final of 13-1. Team Greisman just showing off the bats. Ball 4 to Caleb Adair, and that's going to bring up Zach Wilson, better known as Dub, doing the catching tonight for Team Greisman. That is the Burns High School product.
3-1. Runner.
Just one runner on first. And Mike Huber is holding Caleb Adair at first. So we got a little bit of action in the bullpen, trying to see who it is. I believe that's Avery Bridges from Burns warming up right now, the right-hand pitcher. Ooh, Dub shows bunt again. Dub shows bunt on the first pitch to him. That's a ball outside, 1-0. So Dub's had a good fall. He's actually, guys and gals who are listening. So Dub actually started up the middle for us here in Yeti Nation. Throw over, does not get Caleb Adair. Here in the last couple of weeks, we've moved Zach Wilson behind the dish to his natural position that he caught during the high school time at Burns. Try to give him some time to, get off his knees a little bit. He's caught a lot this past summer and caught a lot at Burns, but looking good behind the plate for Team Greisman in this World Series. Ball to Zach Wilson, 2-0. Graham Brown looking for a ground ball right here to get out of this inning. Big double play would be huge for Graham. Pitch coming in to Zach Wilson. Ground ball, right on cue to the shortstop. It does not make it. So an error there by the shortstop, trying to get the force out at second. It's going to get Zach Wilson to first base.
I was actually working on switching the cameras up there. I was wondering how you can call that. If he beat, I couldn't tell if he beat it or not, if he just threw it wide or what happened.
A good throw was going to have him there. I think we got a little bit excited because he leaves his feet coming forward.
That's a tough.
It's a tough play, but at the same time too, if we're looking to just make sure we get one right there and get that lead runner, he makes that throw.
Is that one playing the position? Is that one you'd rather him maybe kind of wait on it just a half second and like underhand speed or something?
Yeah,
that's
a tough play. I mean, even just
supposed to attack, right?
Even just going across the diamond on that, just getting one right there for 2 outs. I mean, your pitcher's struggling right now after giving up back-to-back bombs. So we got a couple fans sending me texts about how it's cold and it's baseball. Just I mean, I can't control the weather, but it's we're just glad to be out here. This is a lot better than Tuesday and Wednesday. This is fantastic.
I haven't put my coat on yet.
And Marquise Tavares with the drive out to left field. That's going to be called off by Kyrus Dawson. No tags. The center fielder from Washington, D.C. with the catch. So F8 is going to leave the runners at first and second. 2 outs.
Looks like Noah Sigmund, is that right? As long as there's not a pinch hitter.
Yep, Noah Sigmund. So we have Noah Sigmund hitting the A spot for Team Graceman with 2 outs, runners on first and second.
I'll tell you what, if anybody's going to be told Jimmy Fresh is going to be the umpire, he's got a ball head and no sleeves, so he's going to be the first one to feel that. I mean, he took his helmet off just now. I was like, oh, God, that just his head. But it's not that cold tonight over there. I mean, it's
called straight to Noah Sigmund. I mean, the guys from Miami aren't wearing hoodies tonight.
There
so
you go.
I'm looking down there. I mean, looking at Tico, he's actually in. He's giving us a wave. He's not wearing a hoodie tonight. So that's what. Check it. The runner Caleb Adair at second base by Graham Brown. So we have Noah Sigmund from East Lincoln High School in Lincoln County at the dish.
It's a local school for folks watching. I mean, yes, it's local. We'll come about an hour from here.
But he can go home after class.
Right.
I mean,
it's in Denver, North Carolina. Not Denver, Colorado. Denver, North Carolina. Mustangs.
They are the Mustangs.
Not a big championship title team, but they've had some pretty good teams over the years. Just haven't quite made the Bills put Chris and Terry up there.
Ball in to Noah Sigmund. Yeah, Chris is a real good guy. Does a good job with that program up there. Tell you what, their color scheme is pretty cool, though. Look at these Lincoln.
The orange and green.
Yeah, it's
Miami Hurricanes.
Yeah, that's right.
Their helmets are like the Denver Broncos, but white.
For the Mustang, yeah. And strike called on Noah Sigmund. That's going to have 2 strikes on him right now. So we have runners on first and second. Caleb Adair at second,
Now,
and
I say
Zach
that,
Wilson at first.
And East had a player just drafted this year by the Cardinals, Alex Burleson from East Carolina.
He's good.
Pitcher and hitter in college.
You don't see that a lot, but East Carolina will do it. So Cliff Godwin will do some 2-ways. And that's a called strike 3 to end the inning. So Graham Brown, after giving up back-to-back jacks, has an F8 and a backwards K to end the inning. End the top of the 4th. So after 3.5 complete, 3-1 Team Graceman here on KTC broadcast.
Welcome back to Kings Mountain High School, home of the Mountaineers,
almost got the state championship last year, lost 7 overtime games to Charlotte Catholic. Looking forward to another big season. The All-American wide receiver, though, will not be here. He's going to North Carolina early, and not be because, in North Carolina we moved our football to the spring this year. So
you're going to hurt some King Mountain people's feelings, man.
Well, they've been hurt. They know the story. They already know. But Kobe's a really good player. Going to miss him. And Gene, you saw him in person last year down at
Stud.
Makes some great catches in one-on-one situations.
First pitch to Logan Rose from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, as a strike swinging to 0-1 from Bailey McGinnis. We're in the bottom of the fourth, 3-1. Team Greisman up. And ball hit out. It looks like it's going to be no man's land. Base hit out to left center. Zakiah Gibbs coming in to bring that ball in. So base hit for Logan Rose. He's 1 for 2 on the night after the F7 to start the game for him. Davis Turner now coming up to the dish. So Davis last at bat with the ground ball to the second baseman. Davis Turner doing the catching tonight. Last game had a walk and a reach by E6. Davis looking to provide some power for Team Dawson like he has earlier in this fall for the Yetis.
Left-handed batter on the right-handed pitcher. Runner at first.
Logan Rose at first being held on by Greg Johnson of Beaufort, Georgia.
Call a ball there.
Looks like a ball inside to Davis Turner.
I'm looking down the pitchers. Down the gut here. That's like a pretty decent
And Bailey McGinnis looks, check the runner at first, fires, and called strike in on Davis Turner, 1-1. So, like we said, beautiful night here at Kings Mountain. Some of the fans bundled up, but, as a coach who's coached up in New Hampshire at Dartmouth, this is actually a beautiful night here in Yeti Nation. Davis Turner out in front with that swing, hits it behind the backstop. It's going to bring it to 1-2. So Davis doing the catching tonight. Transfer from Lenore Ryan, looking to make a mark here in Yeti Nation and get back to a 4-year school after his time here at the junior college route. So part of that Mooresville championship team in 2019, doing the catching for them. Swing right back, hits the top of the backstop. Looks like it's going to ricochet down the hill.
Because some of the folks at home might be wondering, and just kind of refresh me as far as what kind of, what teams or other schools will you guys be playing coming up in your inaugural season or coming up in the spring?
Pitch coming in from Bailey McGinnis. So looks like going to be a call, strike 3 on Davis Turner. So Davis not happy with the call, but looking in from our view, looks like a good call from the umpire behind the dish. So that's going to bring up Aiden Roberson, the shortstop from Mill Creek High School in Georgia. So back to the teams we're going to play. So teams on our conference side, on our division side, are going to be Catawba Valley and Hickory. We're going to have Wake Tech up towards Raleigh, Guilford Tech, pitch in by Bailey McGinnis, the ball outside. Patrick Henry up in Virginia, Southwest Virginia, and then on the right side are going to be all your other junior colleges in North Carolina, like your Brunswicks of the world, your Pitt Community Colleges, Fayetteville Tech. Looks like that pop-up's going to get out of play.
We had a Legion tournament down in Pitt. They've been a pretty decent program, right?
They're a good program. So, and the way it works is that this will be the first year in 2021 that we go to division. So we're going to go to an East-West division. We're going to be on the west side of the division, so we have to be in the top 3 to make the playoffs. Bottom, the number 4 seeds on both East and West. Pitch coming in from Bailey McGinnis. Looks like that's going to be a ball out. The umpire's going to call that a ball. The seeds 4 are going to play each other for a 1-game playoff, and they'll make it to the playoff. The team that loses their spot in the playoffs. And the winning team from Florida, from Region 8, Pasco Hernando or ASA Miami, will come up to our Region 10 tournament just because they only have 2 teams. Looks like a base hit to right field from Aiden Roberson. And that's going to move the runners up to first and second. Aiden Roberson looking to get onto a hot streak, has been looking to do some damage with the bat, find a base hit to right field, the Mill Creek product.
Well, the blue team is tied in the series. 1 game won on a hose from left field.
And he's actually up to dish right now, the Mason Dugas. Look at you.
Bring it up, and he got thrown out last night.
Wednesday night. Yeah, Wednesday night.
After making the big throw, so he's up to the plate now with a chance to get a run, knock in maybe 2 runs at first and second, or 1 out.
I got 2 assistant coaches who are very anxious to score runs, and we had that talk yesterday in our coaches conference that when you're down 13-1, that we got to get some runners on bases just so we can score some more runs. But I think, hey, that's a pass ball. That's going to bring runners to second and third. But talking to Coach Dawson, I mean, the runner went on his own too. So that's one of the things we're a young team. We're still learning, and we're going to keep. There's going to be some growing pains in a new team, but I like the aggressiveness that the Yetis are showing, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. Moving to the 2021 spring. Riley Cash going out to visit Bailey McGinnis, trying to get him calmed down a little bit with 1 out. Double play is not intact anymore with that pass ball.
Fly rules off.
Yep.
All kinds of things are off. Now you got a lefty up with runners at second, third against a righty.
Just got to put a ground ball right side. Will do it. Ball down.
Is this a situation where you don't mind the lefty rolling one over?
I wouldn't. I mean, this is the firefighter, Mason Dugas. So guys back home. So Mason, came up here to the Fire Academy in June and probably knows more about Cleveland County than most of the locals do. And ground ball to the right side. That is going to do a job. The fireman comes through with the ground ball RBI right there. You nailed that one. So on the 4-3, and with the second out, that is going to score Logan Rose, who advanced on the pass ball to third base, and that is going to move Aiden Roberson over to third. So now the score is 3-2 in favor of Team Greisman here in Game 3 of the Yeti World Series. Now we're back up to the top with Derek Ortiz. Derek Ortiz is 1 for 2 on the night with a single and a ground out. First pitch in the third at bat to Derek Ortiz. Called strike.
No, I haven't been paying that tight on it. Do you have any switch hitters in the lineup?
We don't actually. We do not. So if you're listening at home and you're a recruit trying to come, I mean, I'd love to have some switch hitters.
There you go.
There you go. Oh, you hear Bailey grunt from up here. That's a good ball. That was the pitcher grunt.
I thought that was someone over in the bullpen area.
It was actually Bailey trying to add a couple more some miles per hour to that throw right there.
He did.
So looks like some action in the bullpen. Ball in the dirt. Some action in Coach Greisman's bullpen. So if the fans listening back home, so for the Yeti World Series, we've split them up into 2 teams. Team Dawson, our hitting coach, and Team Greisman, our pitching coach, or
39 warming up, and Dale Jr. is warming up.
So Dale Jr., do you remember Josh
I forgot his
Compton?
name. Compton. I should remember that because it was just funny that the kid that everybody says looks like Dale Jr. was out saying it's Compton.
So 39 is Carter Hensley, Lenore Community College last year. He's actually a Chase High School product. So he's going to be a little bit of a drop-down guy. Can go 3 quarters, but will throw in a little drop-down every now and then. He hasn't thrown in this Yeti World Series, but he's thrown in the inner squad earlier this fall. And Bailey McGinnis with the walk to Derek Ortiz is going to put runners at first and third. And that's going to bring in Coach Greisman for a mound visit. Looks like infield's going to come in and talk to Coach Greisman. Greisman not looking to fall in this game after winning 13-1 in Game 2. He's, the winner of this game actually has they're going to have the advantage to take the Yeti World Series tomorrow. But regardless, fans, if you're listening, we will play a Game 5 on Sunday. This is going to be the conclusion of Yeti baseball for the fall as a team.
Folks at home can see our wonderful view here.
Our pole camera.
Our cameraman in the bullpen is taking a Snickers break, it looks like. And,
hey, Ryan.
It's okay. He's so tired. He's down there, Andre. Andre is, folks, if you want to keep updated and get away from your computer, follow on Twitter at KTC Broadcasting. Andre Bush is walking around and taking a few pictures and putting up
Ooh.
scores.
Yeah, Andre's taking some good pictures. We're going to retweet some of his stuff right now. Yeah, moving up is Derek Ortiz taking the bag.
Our action camera is actually
Did you drop that camera too?
It may have been. That may have been dropped. It's up the HDMI wire.
Giuliani Pereira up to this.
Ball, 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1 to Tico Pereira from.
First and third.
Nope. So we got runners at second and third.
He moved over.
Yep.
First
So Roberson moved. Roberson's at third, and Derek Ortiz took second base. So we got a ball. So it's 2-1.
So there's some more viewers online. Evie Torres is coming to kick it. Walter Garcia is just going to
Nice. This must be nice to be able to retract what you say on there. The pitch coming from Bailey McGinnis. Oh, it's going to be a ball. It looks like a ball out on there. Tico rocking the long hair from South Beach.
right.
I think he's had 3 different hairstyles since he's been here in Yeti Nation. Pitch coming from Bailey McGinnis. Swing and a miss by Giuliani Pereira, better known as Tico. So he's looking to put a drive into this one and help put Coach Dawson, Team Dawson, ahead with a big hit right here. So
I would be a Tico fan. He knows his socks. I felt like I was slow to stay down.
I mean, it said aerodynamic. Do you see the ball? I see it. It's coming on. It is not going to make it to the end zone. So,
You got a corner kick.
corner kick.
You got a corner kick.
So one ball's already been picked up out there, so that's good.
Yeah, I've always said if I was a coach, I'd almost require him to wear this sock top.
That's a good look.
Like, Bonds made it famous putting it around his shoes.
And a backwards K. That's so Bailey McGinnis gets out with only giving up 1 run. So after 4 complete here at Kings Mountain High School, Team Reisman 3, Team Dawson 2 here on KTC Broadcasting.
Kings Mountain High School, top of the 5th inning. We've got Dawson, Hubert, and James up in here, and Rose, Turner, and Roberson. Get some guys on. And this is Team Greisman up 3-2 in the top of the field. First pitch ball inside.
No, that was the wrong side. So this is this is Team Greisman. So this is
Dawson batting for Greisman.
No, this is Zakiah Gibbs. So you're on the wrong side. So
that is blood. That is black. I'm on the blue side. That's my black. Gibbs is up.
So we like to thank Dylan Arbs from North Gaston behind us and one of our cameramen keeping us straight tonight.
So Dawson is playing for Dawson.
Correct.
All right. That won't confuse me.
All right, ball. So we got Zakiah Gibbs from Georgia, the left fielder.
I didn't even look at your shirt, so you're a no-go Wildcat, huh?
Yeah.
I got you.
So Grant Brown's still in the game. We got Avery Bridges. Looks like he's getting hot down the pin. I'm interested to see what Coach Dawson does here. Foul ball. Not going to make it up to us, but it's going to hit the top of the fence and stay in towards the bullpen here at Kings Mountain High School down the right field side.
A little bullpen action here for Blue Team.
Yeah, look at Burns High School product. Avery Bridges up in the bullpen. Looks like it's Patrick Hogan catching him right now down the bullpen. Patrick Hogan from Houston, Texas, down the bullpen doing the catching. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on Zakiah Gibbs.
Well, let's do a quick game review. We just had someone ask on
William Wallace's mother. So it's 3-2. So we had a run scored in the first inning, made it 1-0. Nothing in the second, and the third inning we had a run scored by Team Dawson, nothing by Team Greisman, and 2 runs on back-to-back home runs by Daniel Baroa and Greg Johnson to make it 3-1. And then last inning we had Logan Rose lead off with a single, and he scored later on. It looks like it was from the sack by Dugas to score him in.
Fly ball center field gets the second.
That was Michael Green from Crest flying out. So, Michael, we do apologize that we did not catch you when you were hitting right there. But it brings up Riley Cash. Riley's reached on by error. So he's 0-2, but has reached on once tonight. Looking to make a statement right here. Riley, another guy that this Yeti World Series been barreling some balls up. But it's a quick 2 outs. Graham Brown, I know Coach Dawson wanted to see Graham Brown get to the 5th inning. Struggled a little bit last inning, but this is showing big props for him to get a quick 2 outs, bringing up the number 2 hitter, Riley Cash. Swing and a miss by Riley Cash, 0-1. Yeah, just a bigger swing.
Yeah, that's not big. He's taking a bigger swing.
He's trying to hit that thing back to Crest High School.
Right. That was definitely a swing for that finish.
Oh, he's trying to get one out of here before the end of the Yeti World Series. He wants to be put on the board. But we'd like to thank all the fans that came out tonight. We got some people out, warmed up tonight. It looks like this weekend you won't need to bring your blankets out to the ballpark.
Not during the middle of the day. You won't. At night, these night games are over.
Yep.
And then we're going to have 2-day games this weekend. It should be a beautiful weekend of baseball, whether you're traveling here to watch the guys or just watching us enjoy the weather.
That's a drive by Riley Cash to center field. Kyrus Dawson. And Kyrus Dawson going basically all the way to the fence to make the snag. So Kyrus doing work for his pitcher out there. So that's going to be 3 outs. And Graham Brown doing a job for Team Dawson, getting them to the 6th inning. So your score after 4.5 complete, Team Greisman 3, Team Dawson 2. And this is Coach Gene Bowles, head baseball coach of your Yetis here on KTC Broadcasting.
Hello, this is Milton Baker inviting you to listen to exciting Tar Heel sports right here on WCSL, WLON, WOHS, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Listen to Atlanta Braves baseball on WCSL 1590 AM, 92.3 FM in Cherryville and online at KTCBroadcasting.com. Watch and listen to the Shock Jock Sports podcast on Facebook Live and YouTube.
Watch the Shock Jock Sports podcast by KTC Broadcasting live on Facebook and listen on Apple, iTunes, and Spotify.
Hello, this is Milton Baker inviting you to listen to exciting Tar Heel sports right here on WCSL, WLON, WOHS, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Listen to Atlanta Braves baseball on WCSL 1590 AM, 92.3 FM in Cherville and online at KTCBroadcasting.com. Watch and listen to the Shock Jock Sports podcast on Facebook Live and YouTube.
Watch the Shock Jocks Sports Podcast by KTC Broadcasting live on Facebook and listen on Apple, iTunes, and Spotify.
Hard-nosed guys, blue-collar guys.
He was Jesse's best friend back then.
Low 80s, but he lives off his curve.
Welcome back to the broadcast.
Throw the curveball first, right?
Kevin Hastings.
So,
G.
You got it?
Yes, was playing me. Sounds like he's playing. Oh, there's an extra mic on.
That was probably hitting my knee or something. So we're going to the bullpen for Team Greisman. Team Greisman has Joshua Compton, number 8. So Dale Jr. in the game for Team Greisman. First pitch by Dale Jr. is a ball. So Kyrus Dawson for Washington, D.C. So fans at home who are just tuning in, so Joshua Compton, probably the closest kid we have to look like NASCAR's former NASCAR racer Dale Earnhardt Jr. So that's a nickname that I decided to give him. Called strike. And Kevin, if you want to take this real quick, I got to make a.
Now this is Dawson batting for Dawson.
Correct.
So I'm in the right spot now. There's a drive, deep center field, and a good catch by the center fielder. Tracks it down in the gap a little bit, and I thought that was going to get down and come off the bat. And you guys hit some hard hit balls, not meaning that your center fielders have made some good plays on. In the last inning, I didn't catch the center fielder's name, but he made a fantastic catch right over his shoulder.
That was actually the guy who just
hit that one.
Yep.
Dawson to Dawson. Dawson made a catch and hit one back to the other center fielder, and he made a catch. So, Dawson Mingo, that catch. Center fielders sometimes make things look easy on, and one's hit right at you really hard, and he took a good angle and caught it right over his shoulder. First pitch foul was Huber.
So this is Mike Huber from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So the fans who are just tuning in, so this is the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania product facing Joshua Compton. Ball in the dirt.
The top out to the pitcher. Waits in the batter's box. Tomorrow, beginning at 1 o'clock, we'll have game 4. Game 5, Sunday at 2. Live here at UConn High School. Bright sunny day.
Live. So it looks like we got Zach Wilson with going up with the quick mound conference talking to Josh.
There's nothing quick about this mound conference, Gene. I think they ordered a pizza while they was out.
They were ordering a pizza.
A Jam and Jay's pizza.
Jam and Jay's. So pitch coming in from Joshua Compton on Mike Huber. And it looks like Mike Huber's trying to hit us here in the broadcast booth, but it's going to be down in the stands. Oh, line drive to left field.
Can't get to that one in a single for Huber.
Looks like, I think we might have had a change in left field. That looks like Jack McKinney from Chase High School.
Yeah, that kind of
And it is Jack playing left field now, so it's good to know we have a change out there. All right, so let's make that. So that's good. Yep, that's Jack McKinney. Kevin
on first. He's on base every time this game.
Yeah, he's showing off for the family and coach in town, so that's awesome. So
what are you doing this first at now? Got him on first. Is that a walk or a
that was a walk. So he's 2 for 2 with 2 singles tonight.
And an RBI.
And an RBI. Tyler James from Westminster, South Carolina at the dish. Last at bat, line drive out to Marquise Tavares at third base. Looking to barrel up another ball here for Team Dawson here in the bottom of the 5th. Ball out to Tyler James, 1-0.
James flew out second, line third by Michael.
Yep, and he has hit safely in the first 2 Yeti World Series games. So looking to be the first Yeti to hit safely in 3 games in a row. Joshua Compton takes a sign in from battery mate Zachary Wilson. Pitch coming in. Ball out.
Oh, got him leaning. Ball gets loose though.
And Mike Huber showing off the speed, the 7-1 speed from the former left tackle. You laugh. That's what the 60 is because we timed him. We timed him at Crest High School. The big man can run.
7-1-60 ain't bad at all.
he can move. So it looks like he got a little tripped up.
Well,
on
the
the
ball
run.
might have hit him. Did the ball catch him?
Looks like the ball might have caught him on the ankle a little bit.
You don't think so? I didn't tell.
I was trying to follow him running.
Yeah. I thought he was dead to rights on the throw, and the ball got loose and got away, so maybe he caught one. But...
I saw it hit Gray's glove. That was it.
Okay.
All right, he might have hit something when he got the sack. Who knows? But
he was showing his legs, like crossed up and maybe tripped up.
He got tripped up whenever he got through back home.
So now we got a runner on second with 1 out. Tyler James at the dish facing Joshua Compton. Swing and a miss by Tyler James. And Tyler putting a good healthy cut into that. A big shot from Tyler James to left field. Let's see if that gets out here. And that ball is gone. Tyler James putting Team Dawson ahead 4-3 with that big shot out to left field. Tyler James, the Westminster, South Carolina product. We just called it. He has hit in 3 games safely.
What's good about this spot up here on top of that press box team, when those balls are hit, we kind of can tell whether they're going to be out of here or not. And this angle, as soon as they get up in the air, and another hard hit ball from the Yetis tonight. The Yeti smash.
The Yeti smash. So that's gonna bring up from Fort Lauderdale, Northeast High School, Logan Rose. So I got his dad on here on the text message. Want to give a shout out to the fire department, Delray Beach, Highland Beach, down in Florida. Thank you for watching KTC Broadcasting. So. Called strike in to Logan Rose. So that's Delray Beach and Highland Beach down in Florida. Thank you guys for everything you guys do and watching Yeti baseball. Pitch in from Josh Compton. And that's a big shot from Logan Rose. Let's see, it looks like it might be on the warning track, and it is right there. So Jack McKinney. So he was trying to give you guys one for the boys down at Delray Beach and Highland Beach Fire Department. He was trying. So the F7 for 2 outs. So
Jack McKinney looked like he had a little trouble with that one first.
The ball looked like it was moving. It was knuckling a little bit out there.
He did a Texas two-step after the left field and ended up catching it. It was a good play. Ran the ball. We got 2 outs now after 2 runs scored here.
And that's going to bring up the Mooresville product. Davis Turner, the catcher. Davis 0-2 on the night, looking to add a base hit tonight to bring it to 1 for 3 for him. Josh Compton takes the side, looking to go in for the pitch. Swing and a miss by Davis Turner. Josh Compton, number 8 on the bump for Team Greisman. Team Dawson has just taken the lead 4-3 after the home run by Tyler James. Ball low to Davis Turner, 1-1. Looks like a little action in the bullpen for Team Greisman. Can we get a little zoom in action on that, Dylan? See who it is?
Moxley and Romo. Moxley and Romo.
So we got Romo, so Quentin Romo and Chris Moxley. So Quentin Romo from the state of Florida and Chris Moxley from West Lincoln High School down in the bullpen. He has. He's got that Hunt style in. And foul ball from Davis Turner. It's going to give 2 strikes on him. Which truck you watching?
Over here, you pull down the hill, and then they decided to back over the lights on.
Oh, turn your lights off.
Then they backed up the hill. I think they're trying to get a good shot without getting a hard hit by a foul ball.
And a ball high to Davis Turner. So if you guys are just tuning in, a 2-run 2 RBI home run by Tyler James, going out of the ballpark to make it 4-3. Put a ball out to Davis Turner.
Bottom of the 5th inning. Brought to you by whatsupshopper.com, ktcbroadcasting.com, WHS 1015 FM 1398 show.
And a ball to Davis Turner, and that's going to walk him. After some of the shout-outs, I was being told I need to give a shout-out, and I'm probably going to jack this up. I think it's Hialeah Fire Department down in Florida. It's Hialeah. I know exactly where it is. It's outside of Miami, so it's Hialeah. I think it's Hialeah.
I'm glad you tried it, not me.
So I tried it. Hialeah Fire Department number 8 is listening to the Yeti broadcast, listening and watching to myself and Kevin Hastings here on KTC Broadcasting as Davis Turner walks to bring up Aiden Roberson from Mill Creek High School down in Georgia. Aiden singled his last time up.
2 out, runner at first. 4-3 Blue. Inside pitch, almost hit him.
Hey, I got it right. It's Hialeah.
There you go.
There we go. I'm glad we got the feedback from Tico's mom. We appreciate it.
We murdered the Florida name so far.
Cape Coral. We got it right now. It's not Cape Coral. It's Cape Coral. The OK Corral. Let's see. Aiden Roberson to the dish facing Josh Compton.
I've been about every big town in Florida except Miami and Tallahassee.
Well, I'll tell you what, next time you're planning a trip to go to Miami, we got plenty of people that can cook down there for us. So I'm telling you what, the next
Panama City Beach twice.
The next
that was not a business trip.
Call strike to Aiden Roberson. So I'll tell you what, next year when we do this, we get some home games on KTC Broadcasting, we need to have Tico's mom cook for the broadcasting team. She's absolutely amazing cook. So I mean that's one of the things, especially having players from out of state, the different cuisines and everything they have is absolutely amazing. Pitch coming into Aiden Roberson. That's going to hit him on the leg. I'll bring runners at first and second. And that's going to bring the fireman up. Mason Dugas. So Mason Dugas to the dish. Mason Dugas, another young man from Cape Coral, Florida. Him and Derek Ortiz were high school teammates at Ida Baker High School in Cape Coral, Florida. So Mason Dugas, like we said before, he is a firefighter here in Cleveland County. So we thank him for his service, and we appreciate him coming into town early to the fire academy here at Cleveland Community College.
First say, Dugas is in the 9th hole. He's grounded back to the base at second base. The second time he got an RBI on that grounded to second. Ortiz, top of the order, on deck, first and second. Get on any way you can.
That's right. Oh! And you hate to see that. So, like, when we try to tell the guys, they're going to call it, you need to throw it. But, I mean, the problem is in the college game, if you throw it, they make contact. They're going to take the play. So, it looks like he did a stop. Looks like he went right through the stop sign. That's going to be a call straight for Mason Dugas. I believe we're at 2 right now.
After ball,
all in dirt, and that gets away from catcher Zach Wilson. And that's going to score Davis Turner. And that's going to push the lead for Team Dawson to 5. So it's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5-3. Am I correct on that?
Yeah, Dugas hadn't got a hit yet. He's got 2 runs across the plate while he's been at the plate.
How about that?
Efficiency, Ken.
Efficiency.
It'd be real dangerous if he could get one and get hit.
Absolutely.
5-3 now, blue team. The Dawson Blues. Mr. Bryson White Sox.
All right. Josh Compton facing Mason Dugas here. And that's going to be a backwards K to end the inning. So the damage has been done by Coach Dawson's team. So the hitting coach coming up with 3 runs in this inning with a big home run by Tyler James. So your score now is 5-3 Team Dawson. As we head into the top of the 6th, we have Baroa, Johnson, and Adair. This is Coach Bowles on KTC Broadcast.
Hello, this is Milton Baker inviting you to listen to exciting Tar Heel sports right here on WCSL, WLON, WOHS, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Listen to Atlanta Braves baseball on WCSL 1590 AM, 92.3 FM in Cherryville and online at KTCBroadcasting.com. Watch and listen to the Shock Jock Sports Podcast on Facebook Live and YouTube.
Watch the Shock Jock Sports Podcast by KTC Broadcasting live on Facebook and listen on Apple, iTunes, and Spotify.
Hello, this is Milton Baker inviting you to listen to exciting Tar Heel sports right here on WCSL, WLON, WOHS, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Listen to Atlanta Braves baseball on WCSL 1590 AM, 92.3 FM in Cherryville and online at KTCBroadcasting.com.
Kevin Hastings along with Coach JuCo. And we've got more action. Team Black is up for Bryson down 2. After 2 minutes ago, they hit back-to-back bombs and we're up. Now we're down 2 all of a sudden. And it's Baroa, Johnson, and Adair to start.
All right, so we got Daniel Baroa up to the dish. Taking a ball high. So Daniel, Tico's roommate and Tico's high school teammate. So both right fielders tonight are playing against each other, and we're high school teammates. So usually on the same side, but now own it. So it's all going home each other. They're definitely giving it to each other, and I know they probably got a healthy bet going, and you got to hear it every night you go home to your roommate that the series is tied 1-1.
Somebody's got to be responsible for buying the vodka. So
that's right. So, but they also have one of the catchers in this series, Davis Turner, who's actually catcher for Team Dawson, is one of their roommates, and then Chase Williams. So, ball down to Daniel Baroa.
Top of the 6th inning now, folks. Playing 7 every game in the series. About an hour and 48 minutes into the ball game. And the ball 4. And we'll take the base. Now to bring up Johnson. Hard hitting Johnson who homered last time. Now the runner on base. See if he can go 2. Now we're going to have a discussion on the mound.
I think we're going to go to the bullpen because, I think he's hit his pitch count limit for the night.
He's taking the ball.
Looks like we're going to go with Avery Bridges right now. So you want to go to a quick break while Avery warms up?
Right.
All right, so this is Coach Gene Bowles, head baseball coach of the Cleveland Community College Yetis on KTC Broadcast.
There we go.
Welcome back to the broadcast. Kevin Hastings along with Gene Bowles. We got a new pitcher, Gene. What we got?
Avery Bridges from Burns High School facing Greg Johnson. First pitch to Avery. From Avery to Greg Johnson is a foul ball. So I want to give one quick shout out. We got Ginger Flynn, Kyle Flynn's mom, tuning in. She just got off from working Allegiant Airlines. So thanks for everything you do as you tune in to our broadcast. We appreciate you flying the skies and keeping everybody safe and as they fly during this time. So ball to dirt from Avery Bridges.
That's one of those, John. So many probably annoying procedures and things.
Oh, I'm sure she's got to deal with everything.
Flyers and regulations. Pop it up.
It's going to be out of play.
We had a flight attendant now on the same floor as like in the 70s. Everybody was smoking cigarettes on the floor.
Oh, yeah. All right, so we got 2 strikes from Greg Johnson.
Johnson, hard hitter.
He makes some contact, some hard contact.
He's into that shirt too. Looks like he gets the right one every now and then.
Ball out. Greg Johnson. So it looks like everybody wants shout-outs tonight. So it looks like
this medium shirt Johnson's wearing tonight.
A couple of these guys wearing extra mediums. They like to show it off, the weight room action. So we got I like guys who are going to swing hard. I mean, you might hit one. Here we go from Avery Bridges, who coming in.
Say hello to little blows, talking about crawfish.
Well, let's not even just talk about crawfish. Let's talk about the boudin that they brought down. That's what I'm talking about. When they come back, they got to bring some more of that boudin.
Yeah. That's those Duck Dynasty special right there. Did you ever seen that episode? Jason's
That's some good stuff right there. All right, looks like is he going to bounce? He's going to bounce getting into the football stands right there.
Oh.
So that foul ball is going to be brought to you by...
Fourth row. Fifth row now. It's going down the whole thing now, all the way to the bottom.
Looks like Nate Ruff is going to be chasing that ball down to the football field.
That was about 6 inches from stale. like right at his feet, and it just went all the way down there.
And that's a drive by Greg Johnson to left field.
2 bombs tonight, boys.
2 bombs tonight. He is just eating his lunch. Look at that man go. Greg Johnson showing off for his family in town tonight. That's his 2nd home run of the night. 2-run shot by Greg Johnson.
Touch them all, Greg. That's how a Yeti smash right there.
That's how a Yeti smashes.
I need to get a graphic for a home run or something I can hit and have the Yeti screen.
Yeah. So that's gonna bring the score all even at 5. So we got the boys from Combine Academy watching, Gavin and Carlos. So Coach Gavin Height and Coach Carlos listening in from the Combine Academy at Lincolnton, North Carolina.
Bomb City from Johnson. Coach is talking to his infield.
They're going to appeal to first and say that Johnson got excited coming around first. That's funny coming from Mike Huber, his roommate, asking for the appeal.
I have no idea if he missed it or not.
I mean,
I was watching the ball fly out, excited about the Bomb City from the announcers.
And foul ball from Caleb Adair.
So the score is now tied. Let me update that for folks. We're in the top of the 6th innings. It's 5-5.
We got Brian Branch tuning in from Punishers Baseball, just going bombs galore. Absolutely, bombs galore here at Kings Mountain.
Barrow and Johnson are trying to 4 of the 5 Waxman Black Sox.
Look at this view tonight. How the Combine boys are watching Yeti baseball.
Somebody's playing MLB 2K or whatever.
It looks like the show. Looks like they're playing the show. Yeah, let's get it, Coach Height. So me, Coach Height played some NCAA probably a couple months ago. That's bringing that game back. Griffey, that's bringing.
Kids don't know nothing about
They don't know that. Was Griffey like the only real name in that whole game, I think? Yeah, I was that kid that went and tried to change everybody's name in the game. It's like, here's Joey Cora, here's Edgar Martinez. That's a shout out for Coach Height being a Mariners fan. So
it's supposedly got the right stats for the players. Ground ball, second base, over to first.
And Derek Ortiz with the 4-3. That's going to give us our first out here in the top of the 6th.
Zach Wilson, Burns brought up.
Burns on Burns crime right here. So 2 Burns boys out the bat.
Dog on dog.
Big old farmers going at it. I can't wait.
So Burns High School. You been to that baseball field?
I've been.
That is a home run for box.
So we ran a camp there. Shout out to Alex Linhart for allowing us to be able to use that field. And that was a couple of these guys that are here tonight. Actually, were at that camp. Ball down the dirt.
That's such a fun place to watch. Like the baseball game, folks. They've got pretty much a 30-foot fence all the way around the field because it's a short porch all the way around, and if the ball goes out, it just looks like it went extra far because it has to go so high just to get out of the park.
Called strike from Zach Wilson. Called strike to Zach Wilson from Avery Bridges. So, I mean, tonight just seeing the barrels all over the place. I mean, it's been fun to watch here. So if you like a lot of action on the offensive side, you're seeing it here on the Yeti broadcast. So Avery gets 2 quick strikes on Dub. So his high school teammate. So it's a 1-2 count.
And he's a catcher, so he knows what he's going to throw, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So he's got to be sitting there thinking, what's Avery about to get thrown in here?
Or if he's going to try to burn him up here, try to throw one past him. Oh, he's not. He's going to throw one. Probably a little slide action. Strike 3. So a little K2. Going to give 2 outs. So let's go bring up Marquise Tavares to the dish. So Marquise tonight is 0 for 2 with a ground out to second and a fly out to center. So Tavares from Kissimmee, Florida, way of Swanee State. I hope I'm saying that right. Swanee State's where Marquise Tavares transferred from?
Gene, I'm still counting. You can look at it and see if I'm wrong. That the black team with 5 runs only has 3 hits and they're all home runs.
That
was a shot in the That might make it all the way across the infield.
If that's the case, that's hilarious. 1, 2, 3. 3 hits.
3 hits, 5 runs, and they're all bombs.
No big deal. That's what Yeti baseball does.
Because you got 2 errors, 2 walks that have reached. And then other than that, though, your pitchers have done pretty decent.
They have, but it's like we said the other broadcast. Everybody's like, well, how can 13 runs be scored? They've seen these guys all fall.
Right.
And, Coach Dawson being smart with his pitching, going to a couple position guys that pitched a little bit in high school to save his starting pitching for tonight.
So last foul ball made it out to the 24-yard line.
So we're not in the red zone?
Not yet.
Not yet. And he did not go on the swing.
That's really wanted that one. You can just tell there's moisture on the rims. Look at our tape.
It's just wet and dewy. And Logan Rose coming up with it. Good throw by Logan for the 3rd out.
I honestly have no idea how they caught that. That was not a fundamental.
He put that glove out there, and the good thing was,
he made a good play.
And the big thing with the throw right there, I mean, he used his weight transfer coming to first base, and that's huge following his throw. So that's going to, with those 2 runs off that 2-run home run, that's going to bring our score tied at 5-all going into the bottom of the 6th. Coach Dawson's team to bat. Bottom of the 6th, tied 5-5 here on KTC Broadcasting.
Welcome back to the broadcast. Bottom of the 6th inning. We got the top of the order up for the Dawson Blue Jays. It's Mr. Ortiz and Pereira, and then Dawson.
Yep.
I'm just making up names. I'm going to call them the Blue Jays and Black Sox.
That's going to screw up the fans at home, probably. So now we have Quentin Romo to pitch, number 33. A couple defensive changes on the field. Your second baseman is now Carter Hensley, and your third baseman is Blake Decker. So Quentin Romo now in the game for Team Greisman. And a quick 0-2 count on a Derek Ortiz. So Quentin Romo coming in pretty quick, trying to get a quick out right here. So Quentin Romo from Royal Palm Beach, Florida. So Palm Beach, way of Felician University up in New Jersey, Division II. So he's a transfer from D2 Felician. Chris Langan, my buddy Chris Langan up in Felician. And ground ball to left side to the shortstop, Raleigh Cash.
Yep. That's one thing, people just, I don't think a lot of people understand. Being at shortstop, you're so far away from first base that almost any type of a bobble or anything and if a guy's got speed going at first, you're almost not going to make the play. You got to be so quick with it. One of the things infielders got to moving up the levels, got to pay attention to real quick. You got to make the play.
Absolutely. So Quentin getting a ground ball right there, but not getting the out with Ortiz reaching on the infield hit. So runner on first and swinging and miss by Giuliani Pereira.
Thank you everybody for watching. All over wherever you are. You want to type in the chat, type in where you're at.
Well, we know we got a lot of people from all over the country watching today. We appreciate you.
We like to announce where we got fans watching from.
And that's going to be a called strike in on Tico Giuliani Pereira.
He struck out the last few times. He walked the first time, made the second. We're going to cook some.
This young man gets the barrel of the. Oh, yeah. Ball. So catcher Zach Wilson looked like he was going to come up and throw down to Greg Johnson and try to see if he can get Derek Ortiz, but decided not to make the throw, and Quentin's going to check the runner at first, Derek Ortiz, and Ortiz able to get back in time. Romo with the pitch. It looks like that's going to be a called strike three. It looks like that's on the changeup right there. He hit a good one last time, yeah.
Just couldn't get on. Good play out in center field. Right, Black Sox.
Greisman Black Sox. Ball out.
Now, uniforms.
So that's a good question. So we're going with a two uniform look this year. We're going to do a blue top and white pants. So one of our uniforms is going to have Yetis across his chest. I believe that's the blue one. Don't quote me out there, crowd. The other one is going to be a black on black as Ortiz takes off, and he is going to get thrown out with picked off by Romo stepping off and throwing to second. So caught stealing right there. So try to get something started. So, but we're going to go with the black on black look. I figured we could take black and go black and black, black and white. I can go blue and white, blue and gray. We were going to get a little creative with the Yeti green, but it's really hard to match that Yeti green in the Under Armour color scheme. They just don't have it yet. We need to get a little bit bigger out there with Yeti Nation to get that, Yeti green out there. And ball in the dirt to Kyrus Dawson. And quick 2 outs here by Quentin Romo.
I was thinking Seahawks. They're Nike.
They are Nike, yeah. So, and a big shot by Kyrus Dawson. Looks like Michael Green's going to get to the fence, and he's going to catch it right at the fence. And that's going to bring in our third out of the innings.
He's got 3 classes.
So that's the so after 6 complete, we head to the final inning. Possibly, we're all tied up at 5 apiece here on KTC Broadcasting.
Hello, this is Milton Baker inviting you to listen to exciting Tar Heel Sports right here on WCSL, WLON, WOHS, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Listen to Atlanta Braves baseball on WCSL 1590 AM, 92.3 FM, in Cherville and online at ktcbroadcasting.com. Watch and listen to the Shock Jock Sports Podcast on Facebook Live and YouTube.
Watch the Shock Jock Sports Podcast by KTC Broadcasting live on Facebook and listen on Apple, iTunes, and Spotify.
By 40.
Hi, folks. Welcome back to Kingsbury Mountain High School. It's the top of the 7th inning. Getting down to nitty-gritty time. Somebody's going to do something. High ball game, 5-5. Looking over the scoreboard, we talked last inning. This black team, they've got 3 hits in the ball game. All 3 of them are home runs. And they've got 5 total runs. The other team, the blue team, I'm going to go through there. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 singles and a home run. So 6 hits for the blue team, and it's tied 5-5.
This is going to bring up Carter Hensley. So Carter Hensley was the defensive replacement for Noah Sigmund last half inning. So Noah's night's done, and now Carter Hensley's in the game, swinging a miss. Carter Hensley transferred from Lenore Community College. He's going to be a COVID freshman, and he is now with the Yetis. So it's 2 strikes on Carter Hensley, the former Chase High School product. Send out a quick text real quick, and we're back in with Avery Bridges on the mound. Hey, is your night done?
Yeah.
Okay, you coming up for an interview?
Yeah.
Okay. So after that quick outing by Quentin Romo, that good outing by Quentin Romo, looks like he's being pulled from his duties going into the 7th inning. So he's going to be coming up here for a quick interview as Carter Hensley takes a ball inside.
Gibbs is up next, we think. Let's see if they have a picture. In the top of the order from Crash to Green.
All right, looks like Aiden Roberson. Aiden Roberson has it. All right. So 1 out after pop up to the shortstop.
This is McKinney.
This is McKinney. So McKinney was a defensive replacement in the 6th inning for Zakiah Gibbs from Georgia.
Sigmund and Gibbs combined
Sigmund had a 4-3 and a ground out. And Avery takes a side in as he faces Jack McKinney. I'm sure as he went yaya 2 nights ago, so I'm sure Coach Greisman's going to keep his sticks in the lineup. I see that he's put Blake Decker in the lineup. Hopefully Blake gets up either this inning or next inning to help that offensive charge.
1 run to win this game in this 7th inning. Teams are tied.
He took a daddy hack right there.
Big swing right on top of it.
I mean, if I'm Team Dawson, I love to get quick 2 outs right here. And then you have Huber, James, Rose, and Turner coming up. I mean, 4 guys who can all leave the ballpark with 1 swing. Avery looks in on the pitch, break the ball outside.
Romo and Johnson and Palms. Just think if Green and Cash had been on base in front of me.
Sorry.
What's up? Put this on.
And then as our special guest puts his headset on, so we have Quentin Romo. Quentin, can you hear us okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So,
Say hello, Quentin. Make sure. Let me check your voice.
all right, so Quentin Romo, go by Q. So he is from Palm Beach, Florida, way of Felician University up in New Jersey. Chris Langan, head coach. So Quentin, say hi to everybody. Introduce yourself.
How y'all doing? Quentin Romo from Palm Beach, Florida.
Quentin, you know someone named Yara Faber?
Oh yeah, that's my mom.
She says hello.
What's up, Mom?
There we go. So with that,
We got her comment on the YouTube. They would tune in.
that walk to Jack McKinney is going to bring up Michael Green. So Q, tell us about your recruiting. Like, how did you end up in Yeti Nation?
Basically, things just couldn't work out at Felician anymore.
All into Michael Green, one of them.
Some issues over there. Nothing crazy, but shout out to Philip Russ. You know, Philip Russ, big help, big part of the museum.
Philip Russ, local guy, Burns High School
Good
guy.
friend of mine.
Yeah, local Cleveland County guy, now down coaching in Florida.
So did you play for him?
Yeah, he was my summer ball coach.
Okay.
Last summer.
The 2-3, the bunt by Michael Green to move the runner up to second. So we got 2 outs.
Maybe he may even be watching. I don't know if he's got anything to do right now. I would have
I mean,
texted
he's got a World Series going on. The West Centennial
Are they
has.
playing? Are they playing? The same
I'm not
thing?
sure if they're tonight, but I know they have a World Series going on. And after that 2-3, it's going to bring up Riley Cash after the bunt by Michael Green. So tell us about your time here. So basically, with 2 outs, Q, we're going to leave you on for the bottom of the 7th, and maybe you can help add the possible walk-off magic. You're hoping not, because that'd be definitely against your teams. I'm sure you don't want that. So tell him to speak up. I can't hear Romo, so we might want to turn the mic up a little bit.
Trying to.
All right, Q, say hello. Coach Cheryl couldn't hear you.
Hello.
All right, now you sound like you're right in my ear. So I hope you can hear me, Coach Cheryl. So it's definitely louder now. All right, so pitch coming in from Avery Bridges. All right, foul ball. So tell me about your experience so far here in Cleveland County, Yeti Nation. What have you done so far besides just baseball and school?
I built a big bond with all of my teammates, really. And this is definitely one of the best programs I've ever been a part of. Everybody's really a big brotherhood here.
Check on the runner at second base, Jack McKinney by Avery Bridges.
A lot of the local guys, I told them when I got here I really wanted to get into hunting. And they're teaching me the ins and outs of hunting. And I'm really starting to feel like this is home.
Yeah. Quentin, you are I would say, and I guess it must be a big thing around here. And I'm from here. Do you hunt?
No, but my family does.
Okay, so both of us are from here. Yeah. And you're like, every interview we've done that's not from here, they want to shoot something.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, because we got...
I had Tico wanting to come kill the coyote at my house yesterday.
But no, back home we got hogs and gators. And
yeah.
I'll go out with some buddies and I'll catch some gators every once in a while, or go out through the woods and we'll see some hogs.
And it looks like it's going to bring in a run with the ground ball past the third base into left field. And that's going to score Jack McKinney. Riley Cash coming through. Riley Cash from Crest High School with the RBI single to give the lead to Team Greisman right there. RBI single by Riley Cash. So tell us, besides hunting, what else have you done here in Cleveland County?
I've experienced the food. The food is really good up here. It's really different than what it is back home.
Anywhere in particular that you like?
Cookout's a big one. Late night food run.
Cookout.
Cookout's a big one.
You're not the only one that said that.
And Wings Etc. too. That's
Wings Etc. on Dixon Boulevard. Shout out to Wings Etc. Taking off. Look at Mike Huber. Cat-like reflexes. Catcher's interference. I was getting ready to write the out too. So a CI, catcher's interference, is going to put runners at first and second. No, it's just CI. Yep.
Does it count as an at-bat?
Nope, it counts as a plate appearance. So that's going to be so that's going to put runners at first and second with the dangerous Greg Johnson to the dish.
Got 2 bombs tonight. He doesn't need anything here, really, maybe. We'll see. Y'all like
Let's see, ball high.
2 down. Runners at first and second.
6-5 ball game now to the folks back home. Team Greisman taking the lead. So, you know, with you being the transition right now, pitching a little bit, what can you say about Coach Greisman? How's he been helping you with that?
Coach Geisman has really helped me come back from my injury with that partial UCL tear I had over summer. But Coach Geisman has really helped me fix my mechanics and correct everything that needed to be corrected. We still have more to correct. I mean, it's a long road ahead of me. I plan on being here all 2 years.
So that backwards K to Giuliani Ferrer, how'd you feel on that?
That felt, you know, me and him, we're like brothers. You know, we're real close.
Absolutely.
We hang out all the time. You know, we do stuff together. We drive around together, stuff like that. So we were talking about it. We ran into each other in the bathroom. We were talking about it. I told him.
Dylan third.
And he's out. So he got the pitch runner. That looks like that was Nate Roof running for Raleigh Cash. So nailed out, caught stealing. So see you later, Alligator. And that is going to send us to the bottom of the 7th with your team, Q, up 6-5, facing Huber, James, and Rose. So this is Coach Gene Bowles, head coach of the Yetis, and we'll be back with just a quick break from KTC broadcast. Welcome back to KTC Broadcast. Figure the bottom of the 7th, why not, right? I'll do it. Go ahead. So, bottom of the 7th, score 6-5. Team Greisman with the lead last inning coming through. We're going to have Chris Moxley coming in the bullpen looking for a big save right here. He's going to have his hands full with Mike Huber, Tyler James, and Logan Rose to the dish for this bottom of the 7th.
Moxley, a West Lincoln Rebel. Have you ever played against him in high school?
I played with him too.
Played with him? Okay. Where at with him?
Back when we was like 10, 11, we played weekend ball
first
together.
pitch to Mike Huber is a called strike.
Kraus.
Okay. I used to live in Kraus.
So,
yeah, we used to practice in the bar.
Chris Moxley, one of the local guys who signed early with the Yetis. So he's one of the first Yeti signs. So seeing for get him a save tonight. Ball high to Mike Huber. 1-1 the count.
What kind of stuff is Moxie working with right now, Coach?
So Moxley's got his little fastball changeup mix. He's going to play with his little curveball, flipping in there.
Most dependable pitch he's got.
Is that like a fast curveball? Is that what that was? Or not it wasn't a low, slow loop.
It wasn't a slow looper, a little Bugs Bunny action. So here we go with Chris Moxley on the bump. A foul ball back to the backstop by Mike Huber. Mike Huber has been hot tonight. He is 2 for 2 on the night with 2 singles, a RBI, and a walk. And he's done a little bit of help for them over at first base for Team Dawson. So Team Dawson looking to tie this game or walk it off here in the bottom of the 7th. So in the Yeti World Series, we are only playing 7 innings. Pitch coming in from Chris Moxley. That's a pop-up by Mike Huber and Greg Johnson. And Zach Wilson, you never like to see that with the catcher going about 45, 50 feet out trying to catch that. And it looked like Greg Johnson was calling him off, and he did not. Mike Huber gets on base. So huge for Team Dawson.
I was going to say, Coach, you'd rather like the first baseman to catch that. Am I asking the right question?
No, absolutely.
I mean,
a
lot of coaches don't like the pitcher coming off the mound, and you definitely don't want the catcher catching in fair territory with his mitt.
Well,
is that a first base type?
That's absolutely. I mean, he's coming in, and then obviously making a turn to try to flip his bat on the field.
I don't know if I've ever seen a catcher come that far up a baseline to do that.
And it's tough for Zach because being a very athletic catcher, I mean, also to be able to play shortstop, he has that ability to be an athlete.
He's making a play.
Right. He wants to make a play for his team and try to get a quick 3 outs to win this game 3. So Mike Huber at first with Tyler James. But like I said earlier, any one of these guys can swing the bat. And when we were tied, I said any one of these guys to win this ball game. Who's going to be the hero tonight? Is it going to be Chris Moxley getting a save here with no outs here in the bottom of the 7th, runner on first? Or is it going to be Tyler James or Logan Rose who's on deck coming up with a big swing? Check over on Mike Huber, safe.
Well, the question I was just about to ask, will they look for a pinch runner here with Huber at any point? Maybe get some
you're going to laugh at me. I would not. I would not.
Rafa says no.
As big as Huber is, Huber can fly.
And that's a foul ball by Tyler James. Absolutely. So Q's right. So bring back Quentin Romo to this. So we saw, you got to see firsthand him run just a little bit over a 6'9", about 7'1", 7'2" in the 60. So a big guy can run a little bit. Chris Moxley in the pitch. Swing and a miss by Tyler James. So you can hear the outfield going absolute. They're hanging on every pitch by Moxley. So Romo, kind of get in. You're having the transition into PO life. What's that like so far here in Yeti Nation, making that switch?
That transition is
swing and a miss. Big pitch by Chris Moxley, striking out the dangerous Tyler James here in this World Series, bottom of the 7th. Ground ball here will get Team Greisman the win, and that'll bring up Logan Rose, the third baseman for Team Dawson.
The transition and becoming the PO, it's really been a great thing because I feel like I'm starting to find my true position and what I'm best at. And becoming a PO, I really feel like it's going to give me time
and Coach Dawson has just brought in Jared Solomon to run. So Jared Solomon coming in from Clearwater, Florida, way of University of Missouri St. Louis, Division II, coming as the pitch runner for Mike Huber. He would be the tying run at first base.
Well, Romo, what pitches do you? What are your pitches? What's your game?
I got a 4-seam fastball that it's got some tail to it. I mean, like when I was younger, everybody would call it that Latin tail.
That Latin tail.
I throw a slider, changeup, curveball.
Ball high to Logan Rose.
Okay.
So Logan Rose up.
Like putting movement on your fastball.
Oh yeah, I like making hitters work.
So Logan Rose here at the bottom of the 7th with a chance to help Coach Dawson's team win. So I want to give a quick shout out to Delray Beach, Highland Beach again, Captain Walker, Paramedic Thompson, Paramedic Lopez, Engineer Rose, and Paramedic Finkelstein for watching Yeti baseball as Logan Rose takes the ball high. So
Rose with a single tonight, 2 flyouts.
The captain said if we go to the firehouse at Delray Beach, Highland Beach, I mean, he'd personally cook us, something good. So I'm excited. That's not too far, yeah.
About 45 minutes.
All right, so Logan Rose digs in.
I've never been south of Fort Lauderdale.
You got some tour guides now, like I said.
South is not
All right. Looks like a real good eye right there. On deck is Davis Turner for the Team Dawson, Team Blue tonight. And we did say they were going to switch. They're only going to switch pants. So home and away is just going to be, home's going to be in the white, and away is going to be in the gray. And it looks like ball 4 to Logan Rose. That's going to bring up Davis Turner.
So the winning run is now at first. Davis Turner up to bat. He's walked, struck out, and grounded the second tonight. And
First home run of the Yeti fall, and he hit one out at Mount Island Charter to start the fall. Davis Turner has hit a couple home runs this fall campaign, looking to get hot during the Yeti World Series right
is
here.
Mount Island the one that plays at the weird spot in the woods?
They're in the woods. They're on campus, and it's a turf field. It's an all turf field for them.
I remember Milton talking about because Cherokee plays all those charter schools, and each one of them is, depending on what sport it is an adventure for broadcasting, because we're the last people on their mind right now as far as the charter schools,
right?
As far as setting up press boxes and things like that. So he always has a fun story about all the charters that Cherokee would have to play.
Davis Turner digs in, wait for Chris Moxley's delivery. And ground ball to the right side by Davis Turner. Greg Johnson's going to take it himself. And 3 unassisted. That's going to move the runners up 90 feet, 2 out. You got the pitch runner, Jarrett Solomon at third base, Logan Rose at second base, and that's going to bring up the left-hand hitting Aiden Roberson to the dish.
Roberson tonight was single, but hit by a pitch, grounded out to second base as well. He's got runners at second and third. He's got a chance to tie and or win this ball game with one swing of the bat, folks. Bottom of the 7th inning. 6-5 Black Team.
It doesn't get any better than this if you're a Yeti baseball fan. So get to see Yeti baseball in November. So first time World Series. So what's the World Series been like for you? So you got to experience the draft, the first ever World Series. So it looks like we're going to get a pitch runner for Logan Rose. That's going to be the winning run is going to be at second base. So Cameron Moss.
Runners at second and third.
Two outs.
Do you put a guy on first? You put him on first to get your 4 outs and 2 outs here, and then ninth hitter on deck?
I mean, yeah.
I just wonder, is that something you think about as a coach right now?
Aiden Roberson gets one right here. Carter Hensley's playing back in the grass. I mean, that's a really good option right now because that'll give you a force anywhere. You have 2 outs.
If he hits a chopper to shorter second,
it gets through.
It's going to be tough. They can get a run in if he can beat a throw out in first and tie the ball game. Just wondering where, different coaches think different things in different situations. I just wondering where you might be on this particular situation.
Pitch coming in from Chris Moxley outside.
Go ahead.
What do you
let's
want?
hear what you want.
If you're pitching, Romo, what do you want? Do you want to walk this
would
guy?
Would you pitch to Aiden Roberson?
Oh yeah, I mean 100%. I have that much confidence in myself and my stuff. And
most pitchers are going to answer that exact same.
Correct.
And I would hope for you too. Right.
Especially with me being a transfer.
Yep.
Me being an older guy, and I was at Felician for the fall, but shout out to Chris Lang and Coach Javins over there. They did
Called strike by Aiden Roberson.
Even the guys over there, shout out to Michael Gutierrez and Kevin Price. They took me into the ring.
Gutierrez. So if you're listening, Michael Gutierrez, my number hasn't changed, so you can still text me, buddy. So shot down to the right field fence. So Aiden Roberson trying to win the ball game for Team Dawson here.
I don't know if he's winning the ball game down right field line. He's got an arm.
He's got an arm, but I knew Cameron Moss is going to rock and roll. So I just, I love to see a play at the plate that could have another one. Let's see what Chris Moxley does here, though. It'd be huge to see him get a save here. Oh, And ball four. So,
Well, you get to walk anyway.
I mean, we get the walk. So that's.
But instead of intentionally walking, you can always go, hey, run right, throw in the corners.
I mean, that's.
If you walk him, who cares? We'll see if you get him to chase anything.
That is ice cold days.
Yep. We got Nate coming in right now.
Nate's closing.
We got Nate closing right here.
Yes, sir.
Talking on the mound about something. What we're going to put on our pizzas. Moxley's going to stay there.
We going to get pizza tonight? Is that what we're doing?
I don't know.
Well, Coach, back to the question you were saying about how the World Series has been and the draft and all that. It's been it's an amazing experience because not all schools have what's the word I'm looking for? They don't get to do this.
Right, they don't get to do this, and the fact that you guys took advantage of it, you lived it up. Most of you guys dressed up and had fun with it. I mean, I've never seen. I think what were you in coveralls and?
I was in American overalls. I had a bandana on my neck. Come on, catch it. That's caught.
Michael Green to catch it with the bases loaded. Michael Green's going to come up with the catch. So Team Greisman wins Game 3 of the Yeti World Series 6-5. So big shots today for Team Greisman with the home runs coming off of the bats of Daniel Peroa and Greg Johnson. 2 home runs from Greg Johnson being the heroes tonight. So if I had to pick a guy, I mean,
well, somebody had 2 home runs.
It's got to be Greg Johnson tonight. Greg,
he's been putting in work, man. He hits the weight room every night. He goes to the kids with Davis Turner. We got some real dogs in this team. Some guys that really want to make it to the next level, and some guys that really want to, they want to succeed. And when we got here, when we all checked in the fall in August, the goal was that's what it is, and that's still what it is.
And Q, we appreciate you coming in, giving your feedback. Thank you so much. We're excited that you're here, and you're here at Yeti Nation. We look forward to see what you're going to do in the 2021 season as you make your transition to pitcher only. We loved your stuff on the bump tonight, and thank you for coming on. And anybody listening, these broadcasts are not free. Anybody who wants to sponsor Yeti Baseball Broadcasting. So if you're an out-of-state parent, you want to keep listening to this. These are not free, so we're going to just say it like it is.
If you own a business, especially on a business, run commercials for you, right?
We would run commercials, all that. So you would definitely help out Coach Bols's pocket if we get some sponsors for this. So we are definitely going out of the coach's budget to provide this for not just the parents but the players. It gives some recruiting film for 4-year school. So we want to thank everybody who tuned in, and we appreciate you checking out Yeti Baseball. So Game 3 in the books, 6-5. Team Greisman, the winners. Game 4 tomorrow at 4 o'clock, and Game 5 on Sunday at 2 o'clock. This is head coach Gene Bowles from the Cleveland Community College Yetis. And Kevin Hastings, I appreciate you having me on again. Thank you so much.
Right, everybody tune in to KTC Broadcasting this weekend. Thank you, Mr. Romo.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You guys, we've got college football tomorrow, Tar Heels and Clemson. Football tomorrow. We've got racing on the weekend. And of course, Yeti Baseball tomorrow at 1 o'clock and Sunday at 2. Thank everybody for tuning in. You've been watching and listening to KTC Broadcasting Sports. KTC Broadcasting.